Hey, now we're live. What's
Now
up?
we're playing with power. What is everybody up to?
Doesn't seem like much of nothing. I tell you what, I got some. Remember, I told you I got some new epoxy, that
Yes,
resin.
sir.
You know, the old saying is, "You get what you pay for."
Was it cheaper or more expensive?
It was cheaper, but there was more quantity, so I figured the price was down because it was, by bulk. They sort of say.
Yeah, okay.
I tell you what, it said it's supposed to harden in 4 hours, work time 45 minutes, just like all of them say. And I did that at 10 o'clock this morning,
Still not
and
hard.
my mold, still, if I leave it on level, still start shifting.
Wow.
It'll start to shift, and here it is 12 hours later.
Wow.
uh,
Hey, do you ever go to Costco? Just for everybody in here to let you know.
I've got a card there, but I don't. It's in Midland, so I don't go
Sorry,
there.
Sam's. Do you go to Sam's Club? I
I
said
do.
Sam.
I love Sam's Club.
Sam's Club has these for $29.
Are they pack balls?
Yeah, with 3 packs in each ball. These are normally $20 each.
Whoa!
Half off.
Well, they had
right there.
They had that other. Remember, they had that other good sale on those big 14-pack things there.
Yeah, I got those, but this one was from Sam's, not from Costco. I goofed up. We usually go to Costco, but as you know, your wife likes certain things. My wife does not like the toilet paper from Costco. She likes it from Sam's, and because she works for Walmart, she gets a Sam's membership.
Hey, Object, what's happening?
We got both. But yeah, it's one of those things, just making sure everybody knows, because I don't know how long they've been in there, but they're there for $29, half off.
That's hard to beat that deal. I'm telling you. You same thing.
9 packs.
Yeah, they had those 15-pack or 14-packs for $29 too.
Yep.
But probably just getting rid of old stuff because they got all the new, that new whatever violet. What's the new one coming out?
Oh, they got the violet, the purple, or violet and scarlet.
Yeah, violet, scarlet. There you go. So they're probably just trying to get rid of the old stuff. So what you up to tonight, Object?
Hello, chat.
We'll wave. Pop House and I have just been talking a little bit about everything. We figured we'd come on tonight. We ain't been on a live for a while, so we figured we'd come out and say hi to everybody. Between
Good thing.
Everything, the beginning of the year, and boy, you got Easter coming up. Everything gets kind of busy.
I didn't even realize Easter was next weekend. I thought it was the following weekend. My wife said, "You only got to work 4 days this week." I'm like, "No, that's next week." She goes, "Honey, Easter's this weekend."
My wife said, "We got to get candy for the kids." I'm like, "No." Well, Dylan, he's 12. All the other ones are 15, 20, 18, or 21. Come on. At what point in time is Easter done?
Easter to us, we don't do a big lot. It's always been more about the religious part of it to us. Mm-hmm. And what we do for Easter is I get the kids a new outfit and I give them a little bit of candy. That's our Easter. I don't do a lot for the eggs and all that other stuff. I've always thought, focus on, I try not to be that guy, but you focus on the religion in Easter and you do that stuff. And then you just the clothes and that, just a little something as a family. It's never been that big of a deal that I want to make, because I got friends who do this stuff like Christmas. They get big presents on Easter, and I'm like, nah. It's more about the religious aspect of me, and it's more about you do something small. You're halfway through school and everything, so getting a nice little new outfit for the kids, something. That's all we've ever done with it. You go to the church and that's it.
Yeah, just like my neighborhood, they do a big egg hunt, and I'm like, it's. I don't know. It's not that hard. You just go and put eggs like in your front yard and all this. See, the subdivision is an older subdivision, but now we're starting to get the younger couples in. We were the younger couple when we got here, but now you're really starting to get them younger. And little kids running around now. And
don't get me talking about that younger, older stuff. In the last year, my brain has been fried. I don't know when it happened. I used to be the young guy at work. Now I realize I'm the old guy. And my buddy that was at the Christmas thing we had looks at me, he says, "Do you realize we're the same age our parents were when we met?" I'm like, what? He goes, and we thought they were old back then. We're the same age our parents were when we started hanging out at 15 and 16 years old. Like, dude, I don't like you anymore. Don't bring this, teach me that stuff.
My wife and I were driving in the car, and Mama Fred are driving in the car, and remember Casey Kasem? I was flipping through the stations, and all of a sudden he come on, and I'm like, wasn't he old when I was a kid? And he's still on the radio?
It's funny, not only is he still on the radio, which blew my mind, he's partially senile now, and they have to script some of what he does, and they said that it helps keep him there because he gets lost and he redoes the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they said it helps him mentally to do that, to where he gets lost a lot of times. They don't know, but as soon as he pops on the air, he's right back to Casey Kasem is right there. And his kids even talk about, they're like, well, we wanted him to stop, but the doctors are like, it's a good thing to let him keep because it's helping keep him mentally sharp.
That's the same thing, because I worked in not the mental asylums, but with dementia patients. And we had, like a whole area dedicated back to like the 60s where they go through there and see things like they saw back in the 60s. And it was just refreshing for them.
It's crazy to think that stuff, you would think, but again, it's not like it's physical work. It's more mental and him talking. But to see them say to let him keep working, that it's actually helping him, you would think they'd be like, no, have him retire, have him stay home.
Take a break, right?
Right.
Exactly.
No, they're like, no, let him keep going. This is actually good for him. You understand it more than I do.
It is good. So what'd you think about MegaCon this week? Was it MegaCon this weekend?
WonderCon,
or whatever. I think it's in California.
Literally, there's a couple I could have got the ones, but I didn't go after the one piece. The glow I got to get from Pat.
I tried. I went in and I did get it in my cart, but then it told me I had 53 minutes to wait.
I was logged in.
and I just went 53 minutes. I'm like, this pop's not gonna last more than 13 seconds. And I can't check out for 53 minutes.
I logged in. It said I wasn't logged in. I put my code back in, and then it logged me out and said it's the wrong code. You have to do this to get the code. And I said, you know what? I'm done. Because I have on my phone, I never went into literally the last release, which was, what one was that? The Gold D. Rogers. Had me so irritated because I had the photos on my phone. That released at 9:30 their time, 12:30 our time. At 12:30, I went into the queue. I was in there in less than a minute. It said I had less than a minute wait. By 12:31, it was up to a 30-minute wait. And I was in there in less than a minute. And I couldn't even get one and get out. And then by the time it finally cut down, I took photos of every time it changed. And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy in here ranting about it. But this is right here, the typical, hey, Funko. It's the typical Funko letting the bots in, the collectors being out. Because I have photo proof that I was in there in less than a minute. Now, okay, 5-minute wait time from there, great. You cannot tell me when I'm in there in less than a minute. And I watched that thing proceed to go up. It first went up to 1, went to 5, then it come back to 3, then it went up.
Right.
How did all of these people now and all the stuff keep getting in front of me? It's the bots somehow getting around the queue. So when you go in there legitimately, you don't get anything.
Well, see, and that's the problem. Like, it's how can there be a 53-minute wait when you get in, at let's say it's 9:30 or 12. If you get in exactly 2 seconds after, how can there be a 53-minute wait for a computer system to say, yes, you got it?
It's because there are links that are bypassing it. And once you got it in your cart and you keep that link, somehow that link they can take. And I've had it happen to me where I've got them, but I wouldn't use it to where I went out, but then I hit back. And when I hit back and I was in that link, I could have bought another one, but I didn't feel right skipping around the queue. And it just, you look at it, you're going, okay, so they're doing this and somehow they're sending that link to other people and other people are going in there and around the queue. And then all you got to do is enter your credit card and you're done.
And
so going, this isn't right. It's Funko's claims. What the problem is that's going on right now, it boils to even bigger than this. Funko's mass producing everything. They're about to do away with the con sticker and they're going to make them shared. and all this other stuff going on. The collectability of Funko has always been the limited number. Okay, just like right now, you start watching, even like I talked to the Demon Slayer. I didn't go after a single one of the Demon Slayer commons because I'm getting them, and I can get them without a problem. So can you? All I got to do is go to my buddy and say, hey, order them. He can order them direct. You know, it'll take us a little bit longer, but I don't have to chase them. They're
Right.
there.
Exactly.
All you have to chase is your exclusive. Well, the problem is now Funko's making the exclusives bot happy. Oh, Trent's hiding something.
Now he's gone.
It's why are we going and making it so it's so much easier for the bots? You know, you put this new system in that was supposed to make it better for us. I used to be able to get some of those cons. I didn't get them all, but I got some. Every one since the system has come out, I have missed out on.
Right. You know, and it's the same way. Like the last one I think I got was Sanma. And I got him. But then like I ordered a second one and I never got confirmation. He did come, but I never got a confirmation or nothing.
See, now that was one that I felt bad I couldn't get. That one I was sleeping on. Unfortunately, just like there, that's the problem going is with a new job, sometimes not even getting off the line till 4:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Then by the time I get home, it's 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. And then I have to get up at 6:30 to take the wife to work. Then back up by 11:30 to take my son to work. So needless to say, I'm not getting but 3-4 hours worth of sleep. And it's really hard to be back up to do that. So I take Ian to work, and a lot of times I'll come home and sleep while he works for those 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, this week has been insane.
Yeah, and well, it's just, you know, I finally saw some sodas in the wild. I did. I finally found them. They were at Target. Still don't have them at my Walmart yet. However, I will say the 4 that I saw, all of them are.
Well, no, that's what we were just talking about was a WonderCon drop and how it was so crazy and the way everything went with it and the queue. And I brought up the Goldie Rogers queue because it just literally, I took all the photos and I was going to make a video and I was going to rant and rave, and I just decided no, it wasn't worth it. Mm-hmm. Because how are you in there in less than a minute? Literally, I got the photo on my phone that shows I was in the queue at 12:30. It dropped at 12:30 waiting, and it went up to 35, 40 minutes, and then it ends up selling out, and I don't even get one. So then when I tried to go do the WonderCon, I had myself logged in. I logged in the night before, made sure I was logged in. Get up in the morning, go to log in. It doesn't want to let me in. And when I say it says, you have the wrong passcode. Wait a minute, this worked last night. Why is the passcode wrong? Like I was saying to Bradley. So then it's telling me I have to email Funko to get my code and go through this, get my password. It's like, no, I was just in here last night. How is this wrong?
Yep. Hi, area.
That's not only the other big issue is, because that's the same thing I did, is I made sure that I was able to log in over and over again to get to it. Thankfully, I mean, and as sad as it is, that night and then that Friday night and then Saturday night, I got con sticker pops for maybe $15. Well, I got the Freddy baseball for $30. And then I got this bad boy for Bradley, con sticker, for $42.
Hello, area.
So I spent an extra $2 and got the con sticker. I mean, this con for me personally, there wasn't anything, but
like I said, you got the one pop. I couldn't even get in. And then I was like, all right, whatever. So I didn't care. I was thinking about going after the One Piece ones, but I'm like, they're not characters I really want. And it turned out to be just like,
they dropped on my Demon Slayer beforehand. So I didn't, they're, like I said, other than that 1 3-liter soda. And it's not that I like the Evil Queen. It's just, I got all of them except for that one. So I want to kind of continue the 3-liter sodas. I take it back. I don't have the Hulk either, but he's available.
Evil Queen, did you want that?
You see, I don't like the Evil Queen.
See, my wife, she's a Maleficent fan. She's not really an Evil Queen fan, but when I picked this up, it was because it was like $6 after the clearance. For $6, it's hard not to grab it.
Right.
Yeah. So like here's my con sticker Freddy baseball.
Oh, you got it
Yeah.
already? Dang.
Yeah, I got both of them. I got both of them. This came in like 2 days later because they had to travel for it. But yeah, I got my Con, Freddy, and I still haven't got any of my orders from Funko yet.
Hey Trent, if you go to Sam's for $30, they're half
Oh
off.
wow,
Normally that'd be 60. They're 20
that's
bucks a
pretty much
ball.
fair. Oh yeah, these are about 15 to 20 bucks. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's the same thing because I think didn't you get them with the Whispers, the Funko Whispers? Yeah, I didn't have anything I wanted. I mean,
No,
I
the
mean,
problem with this con is I feel bad is there wasn't a lot I really wanted.
yeah, the only thing I got was so off Funko's website. I got the Freddy baseball because I'm like, you know what, if I can get it, I can get it. No big deal. Then I got your
Satoru Gojo.
Yep, which I was like, if I don't get, the Lansing Mall had a dozen
They
so
still
of it.
have. And if
Yeah, and
something happens, don't worry.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I didn't know the guy at RA Cards, Andrew, was getting one, so he got me one.
Yeah.
So I'll end up with two, which is fine. I'll end up using it for a giveaway. But it was one of those things of, okay, and it worked out, so I'm not going to necessarily complain.
Yeah.
I would rather have a couple people, and if it goes through, because you don't, just like we're talking about, you think
You don't know what's going to
sometimes
when it
you
shows
can't
up.
get it.
And the bad part about it is, ever since the Demon Slayers come out, there hasn't been a problem getting them in the stores. It doesn't matter what it is. All the stores are overstocked with them.
They're literally, why are they throwing away $30 million worth of product? Because they're overproducing everything. They're switching it to where this is what we're talking about. And once they do away with the con stickers, like they're talking about, that's going to be the death of Funko. Sorry, Funko. Yeah, Pokemon. Most of us do Pokemon here. It's a pretty fun thing to get into. That's why I was showing that. If you have a Sam's Club there, I know you're in Canada. If you do have
he's in the United States.
Oh, he's in the United States?
Yeah.
I thought both of them were in Canada.
No, the other one's in Canada.
Okay. Funko. So, yeah, go to a Sam's Club. If you have one, they have those for literally half off. They're $30 instead of $60.
Yeah, I see that you said you were going to be opening up Pokemon cards here shortly instead of doing just the sodas, but still going to collect the sodas, but kind of reach out to the Pokemon community there.
Kinda. It's even like us with Funko. You have to have something else.
Mm-hmm.
You hit like right now. I went out shopping today and I wanted to buy a Funko so bad just to have something to show off in the video. I either already
What's out there?
or there was nothing I even wanted. Nothing that I thought I could give away even.
If you watch some of my videos lately too, it's all Demon Slayers or cards. I mean, I'm finding now on that Whatnot that you got me into. Thank you, but there's so many more different things out there than just the Funkos or even the cards. Like I just got some see-through calendars, like they're calendar images. I'll put them in a video when I get them, but they're coming.
Yeah, I didn't know Demon Slayer has the clear cards like that I've been getting for the Naruto. I love those clear cards. I think they're so cool. Quick draw.
You got the have you seen the Dragon Ball clear ones yet?
No. Yes, I did. I seen Wheeze. Only Wheeze.
Okay, I'll go through my 15 boxes I got here. I got a couple.
I was gonna say,
this is what I'm talking about. So there's no reason for me to even leave my house anymore because I can get these cheaper at Funko than I can at the stores.
Yep.
And it's becoming an issue.
Hey, quick draw. I agree with you. If you haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, Satoru Gojo is literally just enough. I swear he's Kakashi Jr.
I gotta agree with you on that one.
But
yeah, I missed out on another. What was it? There's another $1 auction today, which is probably good for my wallet.
No, you got to watch that. See, I didn't know when you got me into those the first time. I thought I spent like $40, and then I went through and figured out I spent $60 with the fees and that I didn't even realize because the first one I thought I spent $6 on with the shipping and everything turned out to be $14 on the first one, and then
that
the
gets
other ones
cheaper
were there. But you hit then after 4 more, it hits you for another big one. So those dollar ones are the ones that I don't like because, like, the first time you got me to do those, this is him. Even though I got him into the cars, he got me to do these dollar ones. So I go into the dollar ones, and I'm thinking I spent $30-$40, and I bought like 12 of them. Then I realized everything, and I got nailed. Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh, that's nice.
Say that one. I have. This one's going to you because I have like 3 of them.
Sweet.
And then this one's also going to you.
Sweet. That'll go on the stand.
Yeah.
That'll definitely go on the stand.
But
I know, like, Drip I have, and then the Dragon Ball Heroes you were into. I got some of those ones with the puzzle pieces. I'm pulling aside for you because I'm not trying to do those puzzles. Well, I got that box over there. You asked me to save the box with all my doubles that you probably already had most of.
You see all those boxes over here? That's all Demon Slayer cards. All 4 of those big boxes.
Well, I have 1 Drip. I have 1 Gogeta box. I have, from my bounties, I almost got a full box of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chow boxes.
I thought I was good. So you got almost as many Chow boxes as I got.
Well, 2 of them. I think 1 of them is from one of the bounties where he kind of just threw all the extras that I got in because there's just so many cards.
I bought literally 5 of the Chow boxes, and I think I'm missing 1 card from there. I think it's card 36 for the common set. I have to look at my numbers to know. And then
I think I have that for you.
I have
think
it
I
all
have-
quick draw.
I think I have 36 for you.
Yeah, see, I gave you guys on my Dragon Ball. I got to with the
It's
Demon
like
Slayer.
Drip, and I know I still have more packs to go through and everything. I'm missing 3 cards on the common, 13, 15, and 40. That Dragon Ball one that you got where they do the sideways, the Blossom Bradley,
Uh-huh.
watch and let me know if you need a card 24. Because I had 4 boxes, and I literally got 2 of those cards. So I put these set together. If you don't have a 24, let me know because I only have 1 more of them.
Who is it? Which card is it?
Can I ask you that? Then I got to go to the cards and pull them and see.
Yeah, this was my stack of pulls from 2 auctions.
Oh, wow.
And this is like everything that's the URs and up, no SSRs or whatnot, but I've already got that one. So he's seen. So I got 3 more of those see-through cards.
$24 is this little laughing kid waving. Woo, Krillin.
What do you mean, little kid waving? That's one of Tengen's wives. I got like 50 of them.
Quick draw. I might have some Kakashi. You got to give me a little bit to get through because I got a lot of boxes. That's cool, Beers. That is awesome.
I like that Beerus.
I like.
And then because I pulled like 4 or 5 of those cells, so he started trading me, and then I got Chocolate Boo.
That's cool. I was gonna say it looked like Chocolate Boo there for a second.
Yeah, I just did one of my coasters today, and I did I think it was a Shinobu. I think I got to put a clear card of hers, or no, maybe.
Who's the pink-haired girl?
That's Mitsuri.
I have her cow card.
Yeah, that's the one that's most sought after, just to let you know. That one's selling upwards of $200 and some.
Dang. You really ready to let me show you this here and laugh about this box he sent me. How many hits are supposed to be in a rainbow box?
I think it's a TGR and a CP, and if you don't get a TGR, you get the cow.
I am halfway through this box. The cow was not here in my hand. I literally have a TSR.
Yep.
3 of the black lights. 4 URs.
Whoa.
And a ZR. And I'm halfway through this box, and I'm going to tell you I have almost that amount in the other thing. When I was opening these up, I was getting either URCP or something special. I'm like, this is not right. I shouldn't be getting this every pack. This box is definitely an error and a loaded because, like I said, that's half the packs right there.
Yep.
Half. That to me did not seem right.
So a lot of these cards, Quick Draw, can't be graded. They have to be a certain brand or certain type.
They can't be graded by.
They can be graded by different companies.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So like any of like the Chinese cards, like all of these cards, it's like Mana or something like that. You can set up. You can't get like Beckett or anything like that.
Yeah, they're saying
because those have to be. Beckett has to be either English or certain Japanese cards. Like how I got my first slab the other day.
Hey Bob, what's happening?
Howdy, Bob. Yeah, you were talking about URs from the cow. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 extras sitting here right for you to see if you need them. Of the URs. When you talked about the miscount cut, the one where he's the Ginyu, I have 2 of those extra in the pile. Then you probably have most of them, but I got a ton of the rainbow ones. A ton of the SSRs said.
Yeah, Quick Draw, they won't grade them. I don't know if it's a company issue, a size issue.
It's a quality issue because they're not officially. I don't think they're officially licensed. I think that's the main thing. Is they're not an official license through cards.
Because there are some that those Weiss or whatever they call them, those can be graded, but they're not like Demon Slayer. They're of other animes.
Yeah.
It all depends, I think, like on the type or brand, and I think that's what it is. It has to do with licensing issues.
Yeah. So like all the English cards are all licensed. So like this is my PSA. I think it's a Gemmit 10. So, but this is part of the English line. And I think all the other ones you can get, they're not going to be as sought after because they're not ones that can be officially graded.
Like these drips are ones that people really like. See, now when you say the tatted up Goku, that one I don't know. I've got like the Goku, here's the kid. I got him where he's Kamehan. I got him with his mask on him.
Oh, yeah, just like, this Giyu.
The mask is a cool one.
SSP Giyu. I mean, they're beautiful.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
And they're just
like this one where you're like essays kind of store style.
Then you got this one they call a stained glass.
Yeah,
they're hard to see, but when you shine it, like the whole thing looks like a stained glass. It's
now there's the stained glass one. Then there's ones that are like see through too, right?
Just like this one. This one's a stained glass. It's a see through.
Right.
Yeah.
Like here of your drips, here are the 2 puzzles I have of these ones. I don't know if you can tell or know if these are ones you need.
I don't need them.
One's is
one's a hand, part of a hand.
Yeah.
The other one looks like an armpit or leg pit. I can't quite tell.
Let me look.
Because it kind of, I want to be scared as I say this, not trying to sound bad, but see, like, there's Goku's belt. So it could kind of be his crotch region, or it could be where he has those lines on his shirt. No, he has the same blue that he has on his belt that comes over his collar. So that could be the collar, and this could either be his armpit or his crotch. I don't know. Can you put the puzzle together?
Goku's crotch? Come on.
You know what's sad? This is the crotch reason. You know what I can tell? I just looked at it a little better. There's a belt here and a belt here. There's 2 different belts. That is literally Goku's crotch.
I think funny then.
I think the only ones I have are from the drip line are. I think one's his hair.
I've bought many baseball cards and I've bought Pokemon cards, and I like these cards so much better.
Exactly. I got into them because they're so shiny, and I kind of feel upset that
prettier, plain and simple.
Why can't the American cards have this type of quality?
So this is the I think this is like the.
That's just the one. You got another one. No, you didn't pull that. Somebody else pulled that.
No, I pulled another one of these. I'm gonna have 2 of these. So when these get pulled in a box, like 95% of the time, the tatted Goku is in there. Now the tatted Goku, I want to say it's the one with him without his shirt on and he's got tattoos all over him. That is the #1 sought after drip. But I also have.
I would have thought this one of him as Kid Goku would have been.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I've only seen that a few times. Then you have Goten. You have not one, not two, but there's 3 different Gotenks.
Got them all.
And then this is the first time I saw this is the Future Trunks.
I've seen that one a couple times.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and I got a couple more coming, I believe. Like a lot of those, it's one of those things where some people are trying to get them all, and you're trying to figure out which ones are what.
Do you have a full set of the cards? The commons?
I think close.
I know I do, and if you don't, let me know. Like, see, Bradley, these are the gold ones. Those ones, I got a bunch of those. I know it don't matter. I don't know if you're looking to try to do the like diamond setted ones. See, I'm going to be honest with you. I collect these for my daughters, but if you're trying to get a set because of what you are, I'll give you the one she has to help your set. Because she only really cares about Nezuko. So me worrying about keeping some of these extra ones when it comes to these and the diamond ones doesn't matter to me because she don't care about these. So helping you, if I get these ones that go into your set, is better than having them set here for her, like the UR Pigman.
See you later, Arya. Thanks
Now
for
this
stopping
one,
in.
obviously the Nezuko.
Yep.
I'll keep for her. And then him.
You got the same one I got.
Him.
Ooh, that one's pretty.
Yeah, so if there's any of those you need, I don't have a problem because you're trying to complete the sets. She just wants Nezuko.
Right. See, and it's even hard. I mean, other than like the Blossom ones and Aniplex, they're different. But like when you get into all the little Dino, they're all the same cards. They just have different hits. Like different.
That's what frustrated me and why I stopped buying Demon Slayer cards is because, and again, it's why I may end up stopping with the Naruto. Literally, that T3 box, all the common cards in there are the same as the T2 box.
Yep.
I hate that. With the Dragon Ball sets, when you go through them, like with
you're gonna run into that. I've run into there's 3 series line where all the commons are the exact same card, but there's 3 different like variants to them. It's like the regular, then there's like the shiny, and then there's a gold, and all 3 of them are like 1, 2, and 3.
Well, like these Dragon Ball superheroes. Like you start looking, these cards are exactly the same, but it's weird because here's the common, so you don't gloss, no nothing. Then here's another set, and they're out of different boxes where they're still listed as the same card, but this one's shiny. This one's
shiny.
not.
Yep. Then there's a third one too.
I don't like that. That's why I got frustrated with this Demon Slayer because you're getting all these different boxes, but you're pulling the same damn cards.
Yep. The only
if you look at it, it's
the CPs, the LRs, the SSRs.
Yeah, because if you look at it, there's an LZ01, LZ02, and LZ03. And the commons are all...
But as you read the bottom of the card, the number's even the same.
Yeah.
So once you take and you look at them, they look exactly the same, just like right here. This is what bugs me. That T3 box, I bought half of them. You've seen in my shorts. Those are exactly the same damn cards. And I'm missing 101 is all I'm missing from these in 5 boxes. And I don't even know if 101 is done. And all these Naruto, they're shiny. They're cool. I like them for common cards. But it's like, wait a minute, dude. These things are the same thing. That's why, like he was talking about Kakashi, I thought I had a Kakashi in here.
Hey, Tats.
Tats! That's the only problem I'm having with some of these cards like this. I don't like getting the same common. That's why people are giving away their bulk. And you always say, me, I'm a person, I want a common set. One common set. After I get my common set, I don't care. Then I'll give the commons away. I don't care. But I want the common set before I do that.
But see, I'm really liking these Gogeta boxes. because all the cards are like comic cards or manga cards.
Gogeta. Right, those are the blue packs.
Yeah, they're the blue Gogeta boxes.
Gogeta on the cover of those, not Gogetas. Is that Gogeta? I thought it was Vegeta.
Oh, they call it Gogeta. It's Gogeta on it.
I think maybe I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I want to say they come out of this box right here.
That's kind of like the Blossom.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, they do. See, now here's another puzzle piece another one, the Dragon Ball Heroes. I've got 3 of these I thought I would send your way because you're doing so many other ones. The only puzzle I'm trying to finish is the Kaio. And I need the bottom 2 corners. But it's just, you get to these things and there's so many of them, so hard to just tell what's what. I think it's different.
Yeah, I think the only drip puzzle piece I have is 1.
Yep, Gogeta, they fight Brawly, but we were talking about the thing. So you have that one?
I think that's the only drip piece I have.
Well, you'll have a bunch of other drip ones. Like I said, when we sit down and do this, I was going to give you all the puzzle pieces other than the Kaio, because that's the one I'm trying to complete.
That's why I said in our chat there. So why don't you just go over there?
Oh no, we'll have to figure something out.
We will. He talked about coming over one of the days this week, but like I said, it's going to be, my work has been, I was telling Bradley, now with the difference of what I do, it's been kicking my butt, and the fact that I don't get to leave when everybody does. We were running 10-hour days, so I was staying 10 and a half to 11 every day, because with the new difference of what I do, I can't leave when the line leaves. I have to clear out my thing. So if they send me a bunch of stuff, if they go 10 hours, I go 10 and a half. If they go 9, I go 9 and a half. But that's the part of this job, and you're told it, in this job you can only get it by being appointed. You cannot put in for it. Even in a union, it's a specialized job. You have to be able to do it.
So what are you missing? A card from the LZ03 line?
LZ03. What are you talking about? Which one?
These ones. Is this the ones you're missing? One of them? You said you're missing what, like 13 or something?
No, 3 of them. 13, 30, and
for drip. I'm missing 3 cards from drip. 13, 15, and 40.
13, 15.
See, this is why I like those 10.
I'm pretty sure I got all of them.
You get these nice shiny cards.
Yes.
And there's only like 20 of them. That's it.
That's what I liked about the tins.
Yep.
But see, you can look at these. If you look through these drips, you'll see it, the thing of what they're talking about, why they can't be graded. Because if you go through and actually sort these, and you get 2 or 3 of the same card, you'll see they don't cut them very well. Like there's some of them where they cut right there and you can't see the numbers.
But not only that, if it's the same numbers on the cards, that's why they can't do it, because how can they give it a serial number or a number off its card if there's 2 cards with their 3 cards with the same number?
That's the Kaio. That's supposed to be the quality, the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then you can look at the back and you can see that little drop in the ball in each one.
Yep.
I mean, I got my first cereal. I'm happy.
I have not got a cereal.
I got.
I wish
sold it.
I have not looked up to see how much he's worth, but
see, these, like you got them for the Dragon Ball. I got them for the Demon Slayer as well. You look at the back there, nice thick card.
I really like this one. This is a MSR.
That is cool. That's a see-through.
Yep.
What did that come out of?
I could not tell you. I want to say this might have been actually one of the I want to say either Gogeta. I want to say that's what it came out of, the Gogeta box. I could be wrong.
Wafer pack.
Is it?
Reach.
Yeah.
It's just neat. I tell you what, that whatnot. I mean, there's so much stuff you can find there.
Yes.
That you
I don't have that, but I got the gold Broly,
Oh, that's cool. I don't have any of the gold ones.
and then I had the gold Piccolo.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I still really like this this CP of Rose Goku.
That is cool.
That's cool.
So-
I like that one.
So now that I have his glow pop, I can put him with it.
Here is why the Kaio I'm trying to finish. If it wasn't for having so many of these, because I've got so many boxes,
Yeah.
literally I have the entire top row. Then I have the sides of them, and I have the middle. All I need is the bottom two corners.
But I will
Bottom two
say
corners, and I got the Kaio done.
the difference between the Aniplex and the Blossom boxes. I mean, and you guys got them too. I mean, the different. They just got different names. The Go Tanks.
Right.
It looks like a Blossom. Like here is like a little dino. Nowhere in the anime or the cartoons or the books do you see this. But now when you see an Aniplex card, when you see something like this, you know that you've seen that. Plain and simple.
Right.
Like that's actually in the anime that you watch.
I like those. I mean, just like these. This to me, I laugh. I don't like this card. That's why I did my one rated or hated with it. It's Piccolo with Vegeta with a GT haircut. If you're gonna give him the GT haircut, you might as well give him the mustache too. But they didn't. See, my thing is I got too much of all of this. Bradley, of those tins you got, do you want any Naruto cards?
No, not really.
Okay, well, I was gonna, because I put it together one set, because in those tins I have them. We got 6 of them. Those are cool.
They're shiny. I love shiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to remember, I might have the Trunks one. But
that's the same way these cards too. They're just and they're hard to show on the camera, but
it sounds silly, but it's unlike when you're doing to me, the Pokemon. The shiny cards draw me in. I like them.
But you have to get a full art, and it's like what you get 2 if you buy it in Elite Trainer box.
It goes
if you're lucky.
Stop buying the packs of Dragon Ball at Myers and Walmart is because all of those ones, to me, I'm spending $5 and $6 for 1 to 2 cards. The rest of those cards can go in the trash. I don't care.
Yep.
It's like going, okay, so even like with Pokemon, you spend all that money, you're spending $4 or $5 a pack, and you're getting 1 or 2 cards you actually want. With these, like you see, you can buy them for $1, $2 a pack. If you buy a box. What I was going to sit down and talk to you about is, Trent, maybe stopping doing the dollar things. Because if you look at that, unless you're winning, if you're winning them and you're winning the bounties, you're good.
Oh, I'm winning the bounties.
I bought when I did 12 of them the one day, I won 2 bounties.
I did. So my first one I did for that drip set, I won 4 bounties, and each bounty had about 10 to 12 packs. And I bought about 20.
Right. But if you figure out what you spent and figure out the packs you got with a difference of what it is, just like I figured out. With the packs I actually got this last time, I spent almost $60. Thinking I spent 30, 35. But with all the fees, I spent about 60. If I'd have just went and bought a box from him when he does his boxes,
yeah,
I'd have got more cards.
See, I got more cards. And I spent about like $80 on my first one, so equivalent to two boxes, 2 cases. So, and I pulled 4 drip. Okay, so I hit my odds on everything, and I ended up with more packs, and I even got like little special promos and stuff like that.
If you're on
So
fire,
for me, that one worked. Just like how was it yesterday? I was able to hop on very first pack I bought, and I got one. Yeah.
Right. And in that case, it's good. But see, for me, I didn't realize till this was the second time I did it. The first time I got some bounties, I thought it was cool, and I did it this time. But I didn't realize till I went back and looked at the fees of what I was actually paying, because I was just adding up. Oh, $6. Oh, $8. And I'm like,
That's
oh,
another like dollar something.
Even though he's got 50 cents for shipping, that first one is $4.50.
Yep.
And then it's 50 cents after. So you pay $4.50 for the first one and tax. And then there was another fee, something stupid. I don't know why. Like I said, that first one I bought for $8. I thought it was $8, and it come up to $4.
Yeah, because you get your shipping, and then you get your taxes on it too.
You know, Fungo, I am not an NFT guy. To me, if I'm going to buy something and not get something and go after them, I'm not going to do it. Now,
probably
on fire. He's down here, Mr. Bradley, Mr. Trent. They're doing this. They can do the NFT stuff. They'd be my luck. I don't have the luck these two do.
I'm not an NFT guy either. I don't understand. I get like the redeemables. I get that. But it's just like buying a pack of cards. I mean, if you get a big pull, you get a big pull. If you don't, it's worthless.
Right, but you have nothing, at least with buying a pack of cards. At least I have the cards.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, they said they were, destroying anything that wasn't claimed or resent or whatever. But they're not. Or they're not destroying enough of them. So at what point do you still say, are they going to...
So they're supposed to be fixing that because they almost lost their contract with Drop over that. Drop told Funko, if you do not get these back, we are banning you and you are done. So, and that's a huge income market for Funko right now. You look at the last April Fool's drop that happened, that sold out in under 9 minutes. And that was, close to 30,000 packs.
And at the end of the day, Trent, what is it?
So at the end of the day,
let's say you get a redeemable.
Yep.
Okay. When can you get it?
It's usually about, I want to say it's about 6 months, because they give. So what they do is they give you 3 months from the time the packs drop till the redeemable time. That means that gives you 3 months to be able to go in, trade, sell, trying to get all of them that you need.
Right.
And then once that 3 months hit, you redeem it, and then that's when it's either my eyes, they should have already been manufactured. But what I think was going on now is that, yes, as soon as it's getting closer to the date, they know exactly how many to make, which to me at that point, then you should post in the box, hey, only X amount were redeemed. Because there is a cutoff date. If you don't redeem by this cutoff date, everything after is supposed to be destroyed.
But that's not what they're doing. What they were
doing, the only thing in my head, though, is it's like they're borrowing money now, and they're saying they're going to pay it later. But what always happens to that pay it later?
Well, what they're doing,
I mean, it happens, but
they're taking the money now, seeing how many. But what they're doing is they're taking the money now, and this is why Funko got in trouble. Instead of doing like Brad, Trent sitting here and saying and waiting to do it by the numbers, they just made, okay, there's going to be 100. There's going to be 100. So we made 100. Once we sold them, now we're going to go make the 100. We got the 100 made. We get them here. Now, however many are actually made, how many are redeemed, we give them out. They were supposed to destroy the other ones, but they didn't. That's the ones that went into the sale. Those few people that didn't redeem them or packs that didn't get opened, those all went to the Funko warehouse, and they just started selling them because, they can't redeem them anymore. And we said there was 100 of them. So they're really not messing with the numbers any. But the problem is if you didn't do it by that date, so they tell you that there's 100 to be made. Well, they don't tell you how many were destroyed. They never give that information out. So by what
they do have, you can go online and you can see how many are redeemed. So say if there was, because most of them are usually like 999 pieces, and they can say, you can go online and they know exactly how many have been, you can go right now on any of them and find out how many of them have been opened in packs. And then when the redeem hits, you know exactly how many have been redeemed. Because you can go out, and I learned this from YoPop TV, is you can actually go on and you can actually see how many were claimed, how many were opened, and henceforth how many were trashed. So roughly, so like I could go right now and look at the Kellogg's line and see exactly how many of each of those was redeemed. And then I know, hey, it says 1 out of 999. Oh, well, there was only 820 redeemed.
Mm-hmm.
So then I know this is 1 out of 820.
The NFTs to me, I thought about buying this new box that was out there for the Transformers. It'd be kind of cool to have, but I've stayed away from the Transformer line. Transformers, He-Man are things I liked, but they're not things that I want to go out and collect. Even though I liked them as a kid, it's a nostalgia. I understand why they sell good. Yeah. And that's why, to go out and buy it for a chance. But I'm just kind of in this thing right now, and this is where Funko's at for me, is you both are probably getting there, but not there. Maybe you're just on the edge. Look around. You see how packed I am with Funko. Now I have to decide. I get to the point, I've got ones that I want to display and new ones coming in that are back over there. You can't even see them. And I'm like, well, this sucks. I want to be able to show my stuff off, but I have so many,
That's why, like I was telling you guys, I said I just stopped collecting all of them except for my Demon Slayer. A new Demon Slayer comes out, it's fair game to me.
But I'm afraid that I'm going to get this way with cards, because cards, I'm putting them in boxes. They're kind of stored off, and I look at them and I think they're really cool and shiny, and I really like them, and I'm trying to complete my sets. I have that completionist, but then I'm looking at this going, but they're over there. I want to show these off. These
so
are
we need to get
cards.
We need to go find you a really nice binder that you can start putting them in. Like you can leave like all the ones that are like the common sets and say, yep, I have the complete common set over here. Here's all my URs, my CPs, and stuff like that. See, that way it's a little bit more accessible.
I got into them. Like this right here, the Shinobu and Giyu. I think this card is awesome. Like it's one of the prettiest cards I've ever seen. I want to put this with my Pops. I don't want to put a complete set of commons up with my Pops. I want to put this card. So I got into it going just various cards, which I guess in the long run probably cheaper just to find the cards I like and buy just the card, but it's not as fun.
It's the joy of pulling it.
Yeah.
Pulling it is half the thing, and opening the packs is the fun part. Just like last night I sat here, I've actually opened all of that box. That's why I know what's in it. But I put them back into the packs so that I can do pack openings when I do it.
Yeah.
Knowing what it is. So I just didn't want all of that on my phone. So I put 10 of them on my phone, clear it off, and then I do the next 10. That's how all my shorts are already pre-filmed and ready to go.
That specific card, Funko, no, it cannot be PSA graded. They were talking earlier that there are certain companies out there that do grade them, but any of these the Chinese or Chinese cards, like PSA, Beckett, all those guys, they won't do them because they're actually not per se licensed to do it.
Beckett will do some. PSA is worse. I know Beckett will not do any of them. I mean, PSA will not do any of them. Beckett will do some.
Well, I thought wasn't there that big thing going around there with whatnot with those Disney 100-year cards? Did you guys ever see those?
I see Kicks doing them all the time.
Yeah, there was a big argument saying that they weren't going to grade them, but then they decided to say, okay, we're going to grade them. But I don't know if those are made by Disney or who makes them. If they're not licensed through Disney, what's the difference?
But and the thing too is you can always go out and it's not going to be graded, but you can buy your own slabs.
Yeah,
and they're a little bit of a pain in the butt to do, but you can do it yourself.
Right.
And then you just do a little printout to put a little banner on top of it, and it's, to me, I don't think graded cards are cool, but then now you're almost doubling the area for it. As far as, I think just like this just in a nice little hard sleeve is enough for me, because once you start getting into, okay, now I have this compared to this, space wise, I mean, it's a little too much because now this is going to be a lot harder to display, and all because it's cool that it's a 10 and everything, but that's a lot of room. And I like I've seen a couple of them where it's almost like a glass picture frame, and you can put 9, 12, 24 cards in it, and it still acts just like a normal protector.
Right.
And that way you can mount it
I
up.
agree with you.
That varies, Fungo. It depends. I mean, I hear that Beckett's easier, you get better grades. PSA is harder. But if I remember correctly, for the baseball cards, didn't they just have a huge scandal breakthrough a year or so ago? And they were grading cards way too high for certain people or certain things. And I don't know. As far as, I see a lot of basically PSA do a lot of the gradings.
PSA is the bigger name.
Yeah.
But you're seeing a lot of guys because of what Beckett's been doing, and Beckett is the second biggest name. There's really not a price difference between PSA and Beckett. And why a lot of guys are doing it, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube of guys breaking their cards right out of the Beckett ones and sending them to PSA because a Beckett 8, a PSA 8 will get a 10 through Beckett.
Yeah.
And
like how I officiate is PSA, they are probably the top grading company out there. Beckett, I would say they're probably the top grading for autographs and stuff like that, and that type of memorabilia. I feel like that's their specialty, and they hopped on the cards and all that kind of thing. But it's like Comics has their own grading company, but it's like if I'm going to grade a card, I want PSA to do it. If I want an autograph certified and verified and graded, then that's a Beckett thing.
But at the end of the day, Fungo, if you want, you can send it to CCF grading. I'll give you a nice little letterhead that says it's real.
Yep.
I'll send it back to you.
The thing about it is you're hitting right there is once you hit all the grading, the difference of where to put it, if you get a 10, and it's a lot of the grading, I do it for a hobby, and it's a difference of money. And that's where it comes down to. If you're more of a value collector, and you're not in it because you're collecting it because you love it, and you're doing it about resale, grading is where that comes in. Because a graded card, you spend $20, $30, but it's going to double to triple the value.
Well, see that.
So you send in a $50 card, you get it graded for $20. They're going to tell you that's anywhere from $200 to $300 now.
Well, see,
because it's graded.
It's
about the value. It's not about the collecting. And
yeah.
I understand it, but I don't always like it. Perfect one. Trent's got the graded Pop, the graded signed Goku. It's cool that it's graded.
I got a graded Nezuko. But what
really, the problem is not looking at the size of it compared to the other signed ones that are in normal size thing that fit up there. And you remember how that fit in there. Because it's graded and it's that much higher.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was, that's what a lot of people, I've known people that's the big thing right now is, I got to get my Pop graded. To me, I don't see a point to it. Like, I understand if you want to get something that means a lot to you, but I'm like, okay, what's the difference between a hard stack? Going out instead of going out and spending what $40 to $60, go out and if it's a cheaper one, then do that, or you go to $7 a pop, or do what I just did for my I'm having a custom laser engraved one done for my Venomized Captain America. It's my custom, all of my prints that I want on it. It's going to be lasered engraved. That's something that means something to me. And to know what? That means a lot. Having that done is going to mean a lot more to me as a collector than, let me go send this out to go get graded. And then what if you do get it graded, it comes back like a 6? Then you're going to be like, my most prized possession is a 6.
I got the same thing in my next video because my box from Lizard came in today.
Did it?
Yeah, I got a engraved Demon Slayer. So, yeah, slate. But I was thinking about taking epoxy and going over it to help seal it. But he says you probably don't need to, so I'll probably just leave it alone. But my next video, I'll show you guys that too.
So I would almost
grab this. You're right on the head. Is okay, these I got on clearance. Trent's going to probably take most of them. But you pick these things up anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on what you spend. And honestly, they're going to protect your pop just as much. The only reason you used to grade cards back when I was collecting as a kid, and more Bradley was the same. I mean, Trent, you tell me when you were a kid, but I know Brad, when we were, it was more about protecting them. It wasn't always about the grade, but it was about being able to put them up because we didn't have all
We
these.
had them in our pockets. We didn't have hard protectors. I mean,
Right. So all the game about is just a way to protect it. And then that's what these are.
Yeah.
You give it such a cheap value. As long as I protect it, I don't care. The grading to me, that's where I go. That's all about making it worth that extra couple dollars. You know, and if I was collecting for value, if I was a total value collector, that 100% makes sense to me. But I'm not a value collector. I collect what I love.
see,
That's why there's certain lines I've let go, things I let go, because if I don't love it and I can't see it at the end of the day, I don't need to have it.
and you guys know me too. I'm a box collector. I like all my boxes pretty and pristine. But I don't need it to the point to where somebody told me that it's perfect. I can see some have dings, dents, or little tiny tears. Yeah, okay, that's fine by me. I didn't I didn't get this pop because the box was pretty. I got it because I wanted the pop.
I didn't get this pop because I wanted it. I didn't get it for any reason. I literally got it sent to me from T-Roy for a birthday gift. It was a really cool pop, but I don't even collect it. That's why he's eyeballing this. That's
Dad.
Dad.
I don't
Well,
have
I mean, like,
a tiger.
I mean, this is the cool thing about like NFTs is like,
a kitty.
Yeah.
That's the
Like, I mean, that's
tiger.
and that's like the cool thing for me is this is why I bought 3 boxes of this is because we're in Michigan. What's Michigan? We got Kellogg's right there in Battle Creek.
My
So I'm like,
for Kellogg's for 40 some years.
yeah. So I'm like that. To me, that looks something awesome.
You, buddy, we got some.
And like, and to be honest, here's the thing. So I bought 3 boxes. My first 2 boxes initially, if I were to sell them, even for close to PPG, paid for all 3 of my boxes. So that right there, the NFTs was completely 100% profit at the end of the day. I'm keeping one. One of them's already sent out and is at their new home. The other one, I got to get a protector and will be sent to their new home because we're still working on a deal. But then, like, I still have 2 more that will eventually find a new home. Because when it came down to it is I just wanted that Tony the Tiger Jr. And it's like, and the top 3 were Tony, I think it was Cornelius, and then Freddie, and then these 2 are both around $90 a piece.
It's just like when we get those Demon Slayer cards, like even Dan will see us, or who you guys, you'll be in there, and whether it's somebody that we see a lot on the streams or whatever, he'll buy a box and be like, oh, I don't have that one. He goes, well, good, give him that card, and then I'll open a box. Oh, he don't have this one, give him that card. I mean,
yep. And then somebody will come on and, hey, oh, this is my first time buying, and then somebody will be like, send them all of our bulk.
Yeah,
I got one. Thank you. I don't need it.
Oh, okay.
I still have
Oh,
half
yeah.
one.
I will say that the card.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. See,
by
every once in a
far-
while, he actually is nice to me. Tried to bring me water. You didn't see the one.
Hey, can you get me a water too, Ian?
Can't hand it through the screen. Sorry.
Just
How
fax
pleasant.
it.
Just walk it up there.
Walk it. Come see Aiden. It'll be okay.
But here's one thing I will say is that I know you guys were talking about this earlier about con stickers. If that's not an April Fool's joke, in my eyes, I feel like that's probably the smartest move Funko can do is having a con sticker and having a shared sticker until they can figure out what they need to do. Because honestly, my opinion has always been, don't do shared stickers, do a shared box, or don't do con stickers, do a con box. It is going to be a lot more effort and harder for somebody to make a con box than these con stickers, especially when you go to a con and there's 3 variants of stickers. because their excuse is we have 3 versions of stickers to make it harder for someone to copy it.
Well,
Here's
Which
the
to
problem
me-
which I disagree. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It all boils down to it's the same pop.
Yeah, yeah.
You're paying for a sticker. To me, that was totally dumb from get-go. Anything they want to do, just like they've done it before, and I don't understand. Instead of reproducing all this stuff and just keep it out and say, oh, it's not Balda, we're going to make 1 million of these, 1 million of these. They do it, and I don't understand what you're hitting on right there. Star Wars. Hey, we made this first line of Star Wars. You know what? We're going to do it again, but we're going to change the writing so you tell it's the second line. Here's another line of Star Wars. You know what? This time, instead of doing blue, we're going to go just a little tiny bit writing. We're going to do the, but now the next time we're going to change it to black. The next time we're going to change the whole thing to, instead of being black or blue, we're going to change it to a red box. You know, that's something they could do, and it would save the collectability. They wouldn't have to change the mold so much. People would like it more. But instead, this is my problem that boils right to the sticker. You should have one sticker. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if you got it from the con or if you get it from the store. It's the same damn pop. If you're
Especially with
do it like this. Say the one you actually got at the show, all those are metallic. The ones you got from the shared guys, guess what? Those are common.
yeah, change the
There's no,
pop.
there's
Make
no
the pop
big difference because if I'm buying the same pop, a sticker shouldn't make the difference. Change the pop or make it be the same.
because there's been
Sense in what they're doing.
so like right now with WonderCon, the Freddy Funko Pez has that sticker on it.
It does.
There's been so many reports of
The
people buying out the Pez, taking the sticker off, and they're putting it on all the shares. The only sticker that was different was the One Piece sticker, because that was a con. There was no shared version of him. Was it Law? Or there was
It was Augustus kid. And then here's something
All was only
you
shared.
realize that there's errors, right? The people
Yeah.
are getting
Variance of color.
the color of the
Yeah.
sticker.
Yep.
A guy's like, I got my stuff from Funko. Look at these stickers are totally different.
Yep. So there's that one, and then there's this one.
But
So
they all
this
have
is the-
color variants of both of them.
Yeah. Well, this is also the opposite way.
Yep.
You have a sideways and you have an up and down sticker. And these are directly from the con themselves.
Just like the not metallic cube, that the gleaming cube or the garbage cube. What was that one?
Yeah,
there?
the gelatinous cube does not have a sticker.
It
It does not. It's only shared only.
But you
The
can
only way
only
you
buy that
can
pop.
only get the glow in
Yeah.
the dark. But that again is the thing which I was just
That's
saying.
what you could do. What you're saying is
Right.
those
It's-
fine changes.
Mhm.
You can only get the glow in the dark there. If you get a glow in the dark one of those, it came from that con.
Yep.
Yeah, like this. They could have done this and made his hat or his uniform metallic. Or hey, no, do inverse colors. Do a gray hat, red jersey. Just something so simple that they're already going to make them anyway,
I've done that.
But
and
here's
actually
the-
limit them.
They don't know how much they're going to make. They don't know how much they need. So it's going to be a big expense for them to go through. Let's say they.
But it's not. But it's not, because you think about it, not a single Funko item didn't sell out within the first couple hours of them being open.
But as a
They're going to sell all the con stuff. So if they say, hey, you know what, let's make 10,000 of every single item, it will be sold out by the third day, because they'll take out a big portion for Friday, a nice big portion for Saturday, and then whatever's left over for Sunday. And they're going to sell out.
That's
I mean, when there's people, they're walking with 10 cases of them
But
out.
as a business standpoint, that's not countable. It would be just counted as money out, whether you sell them
because
all.
you're
Out.
using the same. It's not money out at all, because
Yeah.
if you're using the paint, you have paint. Whatever color paint you're using that for something else. So if you just change a paint or a metallic, you're going to use a metallic paint on something else. All the paints they use, they're coming out of the stocks of stuff they already have. They're not buying anything special just to make that special. The glow in the dark paint, you think that they don't use, that's not the same glow in the dark they use on all their other glow in the dark products?
Yeah.
You're not out anything. You already have it. The thing of what Bradley's saying, this all, what I say, keep saying Trent is saying, Trent, he's right on the head. It's not costing you anymore.
There's no difference between them making their seasonal con pops different than when they release, hey, we have a 10,000 piece item.
But
there's no difference because it's the same thing because they're still going to make.
When they have to make the different stickers, that's when they're having the issue. If I could take all these stickers and say, you know what, I want this many of the WonderCon, and I'm going to put all of this on all of this product. I'm making X amount of stickers. I don't need variants, so I don't need artists to make different ones. I need one. I already have
them. They still can't get to the con.
These ones are being sold at the con, make them metallic. Hey, these ones being sold over here to the distributor, make them normal. The con sticker is still there. Now your difference is it metallic? Is it glow in the dark?
Just make it. And especially with that is your con stickers. They need to be like how the MLB, how the NFL.
Productions, by the way.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's low quality.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what he named his channel, Low Quality Productions.
I love it.
But that you do all them have like the WWE. They all have that certified hollow sticker on them. That's the same type of thing that Funko needs to do with these. You know what?
To do with their licensing though?
For those sports, yes.
Okay.
Because they have you buy any NFL affiliated or any Major League Sport officiated item. Yeah.
But they have to buy that from the NFL to put that on there. Those are all made.
Correct.
Come on. But again, that's where, like we're saying, is you can actually save Funko money if they just put the same sticker on it, because then they don't have to take and make all the different sticker variants. One sticker for everything. You produce however many you're going to do, so you don't have cost of different producing this sticker, that sticker, and all the different stuff. One.
And at the end of the day, if I was to go to a con, let's say I was going to go to the WonderCon, I'd be like, okay, well, I don't tell myself I'm going to go to that con because I'm getting me a Tiger Law. I'm going to that con to go get some signatures or see the people. And there maybe are some people out there saying, I'm going to get that con sticker of Law. I'm going to get it.
And I think the majority of those people are usually flippers. You're going to get your tiers of people that are, hey, I'm not a reseller. I'm a collector. I have a chance to go to this. This is one of my dreams. Then, all right, I got to hope I hit that lottery to make it. Just like with T-Roy. Went to New York Comic Con. Didn't win the lottery to get to anything. Didn't buy a single con item. Because here's a collector going to collect and help out other people.
Yeah.
But who gets in the way first? You get all your high-profile people. And then all your resellers, because guess what? They're going to flood the market. They're the ones that are using the bots to make sure that they get tickets into it. And then when they go, hey, I just got 10 tickets. I only need 2. All right, well, now I'm going to go flip those other 8 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're usually going to go to somebody they know.
Like where some of it goes to is like, okay, if I'm going to a con and I know there's going to be an exclusive I want, we'll use Dobby from My Hero. That's the only pop. They're coming out with this other one. But right now, that's the only way you're ever going to get a Dobby. And if I'm going to the con and I'm lucky enough to go to that con and they release it, they're going to put a Dobby in there. Oh, my Lord. And Dobby's my favorite character. And I do everything, and I try to get the Funko just to get one. I'm begging and pleading to be there. That's part of the joy of going to the con. That used to be, until this became big business, it used to be, hey, the only way I could get this, I happen to be here and check this out. I got a Dobby, man. I am a huge fan, and I happen to be there. New York Comic Con, I am a Snake Plissken fan. I loved that show. I waited. I got a good deal, and I finally got my Snake Plissken. But that's all one of, 1,000 pieces. But that's something as a kid, I remember watching that show, setting up at night. It's a B-movie, silly thing, but it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something, if I could have been to if I could have got to go to that con and to be able to get that there would have meant that much more. And it's just, there are the collectors that go to them to try to get those. As you talk about the signatures, That's part of it. A lot of times when I go to cons, don't like to stand in the line. I like to see the cosplay. I like to see everything that's there.
See, that's where I would go.
I don't want to stand in the line to get the autographs.
Because I had to go VIP. I couldn't stand in lines either.
There's certain autographs I would like to meet people for, but in the same rate, I don't want to stand in those lines. Even like when I took the kids to Disney, my wife stood in line for all the princesses. Me and the boy run around and rode rides and did things. We stood in one line to meet Kylo Ren and Chewbacca. That was the only lines we stood in.
Well, you know what's happening in 2 weeks, right?
Which one?
In 2 weeks coming here, we got the Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Oh, yeah. I may not be able to make that.
I'm not sure. I might try and go Friday, or first thing Saturday. I'm gonna try.
My wife
with
has
it
surgery on Thursday.
Ooh.
Depending on how she does, because I was talking about going on Sunday, and I was going to see if you wanted to go because I know that's right around your birthday. I could give you your pop and everything, but then I realized my wife's like, you realize what happens that Thursday? I'm like, no, there's not going on that Sunday. She was now go back on your schedule, and I looked, and I'm like, oh yeah, I had the day off your surgery. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I may not. I liked it last year, and my daughter was talking about going do it and dressing up as Tanjiro and that to be able to go with her sword. But I'm like, kids, we got to be honest. I don't know that we get to go this year.
Yeah, because that would be they do that's Sunday, right? The contest.
I don't know if they're not going to enter the contest. We just wanted to
Okay.
go. That's what me and you go around. You see the cosplay. Figured we'd reach out, see who was all going. If there's any other YouTube, if Pop was going to go or Arcade or any of them other ones from Michigan might be in the area. That's kind of the neat thing. One of those things to hit those cons. I wanted to go to some of the other ones, but it's just with work and with everything going on. And unfortunately, I start to realize as we're getting back to the real world and GM's starting to run and we're starting to go kind of like you seeing. I mean, you got to see it in the soda game there.
Oh, yeah.
Where things are picking up. So I don't have the time to do that. I've been having to work more Saturdays, more hours.
The price
had to work
I don't know how
yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is I was looking at it, and it's like for one ticket, it's almost $35-$40. And I'm like,
Yep.
This is cool. There's nobody. There's two people that I thought about going and possibly getting autographs from, but I'm like, then I'm going to be like $120 in.
Without
Just
spending
knowing
$100 for the signature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the signature, I'm assuming it's probably going to be 40 to 60 a piece. But I want to say it's going to be semi-big lines because they almost have the full cast of Death Note coming in. So
you can walk in pretty easily the Sunday, at least when I went. I got right in, no big deal. Got right in through. The lines weren't extremely bad until later. If you get in there like when it opens, they're pretty quick lines.
Yeah.
But if you want one or two signatures, you better be there right at open.
Yeah, because last year when we went, obviously my main thing was Sam De La Rosa. So that's like we were in line, ready to go. When they never did the 1 hour early entry, which everybody was kind of bummed about. Which I'm like, I would be too. You guys paid extra money for VIP, and you can't get in an hour early on opening day. But I mean, we were still inside the building when we got there, so we're like, all right. We went and I had printed out the map, and I was like, "Yep, I'm sorry, boys, but I had Brian with me. I was like, I'm sorry, but we're running directly to him,
going straight there
because I want to make sure that I get this done. Because your autograph you want, he's not going to be there till 1 o'clock in the afternoon." I'm like, so I want to get our stuff in there now, get that signed and ready to go. Then we can walk around, and then we go around and figure out, hey, here's a voice actor for Sonic who did a couple of the video games. I'm thinking, all right, $30, maybe $40. Do you want a 75 for his autograph? I'm like, no. I'm like, maybe if you were the voice actor in the movie, which my son really loves, then yes. But like, you're an older person, he doesn't know who you are.
It blew my mind. You realize you like Sanji. Sanji would have saw you could get the voice actor for Sanji for like $40-$50. But if you wanted it on a Funko Pop, it was $140. It was $90 more to have him sign a Funko.
When I got my Tanjiro signed there in Grand Rapids, if you wanted him to sign a print that he had there, it was $35. If you had him sign a Funko Pop, it was 60.
Yeah. So like when I had Sam do all mine, I think he charges a lot more now. It was $10 an item. Doesn't matter what it was, unless it was a lethal protector. If you were signing a lethal protector, or he was signing a lethal protector for you, then it was, I think that was 40 or 50, depending on what variant it was. Which, because he's like, this is my number one seller. He's like, this is obviously what people are getting autographed. And then for me to get that custom, that was $40. So for $60, I got the autograph, the custom, and his COA.
But see, now that's not a
And
bad.
now that was an amazing deal. I was shocked. I was expecting to walk in there and be like, because I mean, I bought the one from RA Cards, and that was like $75. So, and I bought that months prior to, but I'm thinking you go on his website, it's $150 for almost anything. So that's what I'm thinking is I go on Pristine Auction, they're all going for $150, $200. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it's probably going to cost me $80 to $100 for him to draw on it. And he's like, oh no, it's $40. I was like, yes, but if I had more, I'd have you do more.
Some of them aren't bad and they're decent. I understand it's their living, but some of it, like the $90 difference, you're signing or you're signing. What's the difference whether you're signing a Funko Pop or you're signing I never understood that. And
so what you do is you take the window insert out and just have them sign that, and then just put it back in.
I get it charging more for flippers. If you think to someone, but if I don't mind if you're worried, customize it to me. Mm-hmm. I don't care, because when I get something signed, I want it for me.
Yep.
Just like when I got my Tanjiro Pops, I had all of his Pops, all individually wrapped in little containers that had the front window open, so after he did sign it and I put it back in there for protection, it didn't get scrubbed or scraped or anything like that. I literally brought all the Pops up there, sat him down, and goes, is this your collection of me? I said, yes. He knew right off the bat that that's exactly what it was. I didn't come in with 9 of his chases or anything like that. I came in with one chase.
Right. And then you look at these guys, and the problem is they make the deals for the guys who are the flippers, and where it comes in the problem, and they give them discounts. Oh, we're going to sign 100. Well, we'll do them for $20 each. But yet this guy that walks in here with one, well, I'm going to charge him $90 for this one.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, but so last year when we went to con, the voice actor for, I think Squidward was there. So this dude, those little hand trolleys that you usually see in like old folk homes where they're getting their groceries, dude had 3 of them filled with Squidward Pops. So we all knew exactly what he was doing.
Right.
So, and he was like trying to get in early, and they're like, no, we're opening all at one time. Get back in line like everybody else. He's throwing a fit because he's like, I got to get all these signed. So I was like, all right. So he's a good 80 to 100 people behind me by the time we start getting in. So I get all my stuff done, and then you see him running over to the autograph area, and there's still like 2 hours before even we're there. Then also you start seeing him just start screaming and throwing a fit because it was like a $50 autograph session. He thought that he was like, well, this should be free. I just spent $50 to get in here. What, I got to spend another $50 per item? And it's like, this is like, these people make their living based on that.
Right.
And he knew he was going to flip them. So he thought he had an easy, quick flip. Yep, let me go get all these signed off real quick, and I'll go sell them for $80 to $100 a piece.
It's not wanting to name things, but like, okay, the kid that I was trying to teach a couple things about things, and someone taking and selling them Gene Bay Chase for $80, the Chase only, not Chase Common, the Chase only. And it's funny because he works with me in security, and he comes by as I'm looking at the thing, and I'm like, looking at him like, hey, Gene Bay Chase, I can get the Chase Common stuff for $35. I want to pre-order it. It's a Common. I'll wait. It's not a big deal. They're going to keep producing it. And he literally goes, I just paid $80 for just the Chase. I'm like, you didn't even get a set? He's like, no. I'm like, who? And we know the name. I'm not saying. And I'm like, dude, that ain't right. And if I realized I would have screwed somebody like that, it was an accident. He said he went on to Whatnot, and that's what the price was. I'm like, did you check eBay? Did you check any place else? You just went to one spot and used that price. My son pulled up. You could still get the Gene Bay Chase right now. If you go on to eBay, you get it for like $17.
Actually, I'm gonna check and see if that's still relevant.
He's going to check it, but at the time we talked about it. You
Yeah.
could get it for $17. Buy it now.
It was the
Who's
Jinbei.
Jinbei Chase?
Genbei, yeah. And the thing is, it's a common pop. That's why they sell them for $35 because they're going to keep producing them and produce the heck out of it. It's not an exclusive.
Right.
And to hear that number, I'm like, dude, even the AAA anime Naruto, which is just as big, their chases for those ones that are kind of common are $35 to $40 is where they bottom the average out at. They're not no $80 chase.
Well, just kind of like all the new ones, like Eldrick and all those guys. They're all $35.
Right.
It's all the same thing.
Which RA Card says, thank you, Trent. I told him I got it from you. That's where that one went. The second one you got me.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, because I got out of that line, but as soon as you told me, I knew he's been waiting on his. And it's been crazy. It's been so when you got that, I'm like, yes, I will take that. And then I told him, I'm like, yeah, this is from Soboles. He picked this up. That's collectors help collectors. When you see
That's right.
that trend, don't collect it. I did collect it for quite a while. And I don't know. Brotherhood is one of those. It's all right to me, but it's not one of my favorite animes.
And see, that's like you follow that where the rule is always no chase left behind, and then it's like, you know what? A lot of these blow chases do look pretty cool, and it's that one thing of it's $15. I'm not gonna it'll be worth it if I don't. Hey, it's a great giveaway item or something like that. But it is a thing. It's that mentality that you've helped grow with that with me, and just T-Roy. That simple as collectors help collectors.
Yeah.
Like I got that Cornelius. I can't see who's on today, but I don't think she's here. But Miss Sassy's working on it. Wants to trade with me. I'm probably gonna just send her that pop. That's a $150 pop. And quite honestly, to me, it's cool. It's an NFT, but it's not that one I want.
Right.
I might take the other two, and I might try and trade for either one of the elf ones that I'm not going to have, because I don't have the Grail and I don't have the.
Exactly
what
what
is
you're
it?
talking about. Why did I pick up? I don't even know what it's at anymore. It was at I paid $80 for it when I got it. Why did I pick this up? Because there's a certain guy that I know wants it, and in like a week or two, it's going to his house. The only reason I picked this pop up because
Well, that's
huh?
That's the same reason this. Only reason I bought this was for Bradley. Only reason I got that Maleficent was for your wife.
Right.
Just like when I got.
But that's the beautiful part. We help each other.
Yeah,
we're
when
never
Mama
worried.
Sam and I did all those mystery boxes, not mystery boxes, but chase races or chase roulettes. I got some cases and I gave them to Animal.
Hey, West Virginia tags up.
Huh?
West Virginia TCG, he's alive right now.
Oh, is he?
Or Trent's $1 buy.
Oh yeah. Well, he did. Yeah, because it's him and then the TCG Armory. Yeah, both of those guys are awesome.
Yeah, I think I was in the Armory one night.
I haven't been to the Armory yet. I got to check him out.
He's the one. He's the one where I did. That's where I did those $1 drips.
Mm-hmm.
And what? No, was it $1?
Making sure you know.
No, it wasn't drips. It started with. That's how I got. He had a deal for 2 the Kyle boxes, and then I bought a white box. And then he has a thing where if you donate or you do like a $5 streamer support, it's for he calls it a hype man one, and it's for his son. So if you go and you spend $5 and buy this hype man thing, he gives one of the boxes to his son. So that way he has the fun of opening. He gets to keep everything in there. And I was like, you know what? He's like, I take a major loss on it because these are $40 boxes, and he's getting it for $5. But I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I was hitting like crazy. Like I felt kind of bad that I was the only one getting bounties, so I bought 3 of them. I was like $15 plus all the fees or whatever. It was less than $20, just kind of a donation, because he was just throwing in all this extra stuff for me. And he's like, "Oh, if you guys keep, treating me good, I'm going to treat you good." All right, well, I'm going to go treat your son good because you're doing awesome.
Right.
Very next day, he goes back on and he's like, "Dude, you're not going to believe what my son pulled." And it's like, dude, I'm happy for him.
Just like the first time I joke around with Squid, but when I get a few deals from him, I'll usually throw things in. I like Squid. He's a little bit higher priced, but he goes through the stuff. I like the way he ships, and I like everything about it. I'd rather pay $5-10 more and be happy with everything. The West Virginia, I've been happy with everything with him.
Yep.
It's just there's so many. I'm just realizing that when I do those dollar bounties and that, for me, because I don't hit like you. If I was hitting like you and winning more, they'd make more sense. But I don't. I probably win 1 out of every 7 or 8.
Yeah, and so like when Armory does his, even if he does his normal shows, he'll start off with singles, and that's kind of how I got some of my cards, is because I'll be like, yeah, let me look at. That's also how I get that cheaper shipping at front, because I'll go spend $2 on that first initial shipping, and then all right, so I'm already cut my shipping in half right off the bat by buying a single.
Right.
But like, and then there's, I think it was West Virginia. He was talking about. I think both of them are talking about doing a pull game. I don't like those. Granted, that's how I got my PSA 10 card, but that, to me, that seems more of a higher gamble, because obviously you don't know what you're going to get, and you're just getting a card. You're getting one random card instead of a random pack. Hey, because after a while they start doing, oh, you get 2 packs. Oh, you get 3 packs. Oh, I'm going to throw this in.
Right, and where you're hitting with that is like, okay, the one thing I didn't like, the first time you can do it, if you have a lucky number, you could run the same number. West Virginia's turned it to, no, you can't pick the same number twice in a row.
Oh, that was the
Dragon Ball. Guess the
Dragon Ball one. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was going on with that, because I was going to buy some, but I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I'm just going to.
What was going on is if you guessed if 3 was guessed last time, you couldn't guess 3 again.
Okay. And it was if you named it, you got the bounty. Yeah. Well,
Right.
well, this poll game was literally, they had a box. I think it was like 50 cards, all in those taller sleeves.
Yeah.
And it was.
You pick number 7. Whatever in 7 is what you get.
Right.
Yeah, so he goes, yep, you go 1 through whatever, or hey, do you want to go medium? Do you want to go high? So I ended up getting 2 of them. So the first one I got, because they're all these. It's just, and they're all the American cards. I did not realize that. So here I am. Hey, yep. Let me go $4 or $5. He's like, the top hit, if you get it, is like a $200 graded card. This was the cheapest one at about 40 some bucks. So I was like, all right, no big deal. So I'm thinking, all right, there's going to be something. Literally, first one I pull, I get this. He's like, oh, this is about a $3 or $4 card. I'm like, okay, so I just overpaid, and I'm probably sure I already have this one. So then I was like, all right, then another one went for $2 that I got. Pull it up, and it says, hey, yep, you win something. But it was literally 50 cards. All right, where do you want to go? Do you want to go front, back, middle? What number? The first one I said, yep, give me this number. And then the next one I won, I'm like, just pick something towards the back. And that's when I pulled the hit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that. I mean, it's if I'm spending $5, I want at least a pack. I don't want to get a card.
Now, this is where I feel bad. I don't want to say anything to Squid, but I'm going to giggle. I bought like 3 packs of the one when I won the bounty and got the box. The pack I got was not even the pack I paid, because I won on GU.
Mm-hmm.
The cards I got aren't even GU. So I think he goofed up and I got somebody else's. But when I started opening those things and I had the cow and I had all the other things, like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I got the box. I didn't care about the individual packs, so there was no big hit in there. But I wanted the high share. It was GU, and I pulled it up, and I think it's Rengoku is who I got.
Yeah, you got Rengoku.
Yeah, I got Rengoku, and I'm like, this isn't even who I wanted on. So this doesn't make sense. Then as I start opening the box, I'm like, I don't care.
Now, do any of you need any more of those books or pens or anything like that? Because when I bought, last time I was on Squid, I bought that Dragon Ball box for you, or those packs for you. I won the bounty or whatever, and it's all Demon Slayer stuff. But I think it's one of those little booklets. You get the pen, you get the
well, yeah, I'll take
whiteout.
on them. I think it'd be kind of neat to put in my collection. The one that's got the whiteout and shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Crybaby on it too.
Makes it even better.
Hey, you want to really laugh and I giggle here is when I bought the Naruto where we did the bounty box like you did with the Dragon Ball. I bought the Naruto, the D3. You know what was in that? Zoro from One Piece.
Yeah, I saw that in your video. You mean the little keychain?
Yeah, that came in the Naruto box.
That's kind of funny.
The first one the guy did before me, Raw, he got the Naruto, said he didn't really want it, and then he gave it to Squid, then Squid put it in the bounty, and I'm like, all I'd really like is the Zoro and the Naruto. I don't want any other stuff. Raw was like, well, give him those, and just the way it went. But I laughed. I'm going, why would you get a Zoro out of a Naruto box? But the joke, he's always lost. He's always in the wrong place.
It makes sense.
And that's why PSA won't grade any of that stuff. What you're gonna get.
It's like, what the heck?
Oh,
In anime, there's a big thing. They always have crossovers and stuff. There's different ones. Like one of the bad jokes is, have you ever watched Fairy Tail, Trent?
No.
Oh, it's good.
They had a crossover with Fairy Tail and Dragon Ball, and Goku was holding a Dragon Ball, and Natsu, which was raised by a dragon, goes, "That ain't a Dragon Ball. There's not any hair on it."
Well, I don't know if it's just a fan thing, but apparently I think it's this year or next year is they're finally doing that huge anime crossover where it's going to be Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece.
Bleach.
I think Bleach too. Yeah, where they're actually making a short film for it.
Huh.
It's not just. I think they started saying that it's not just fan fiction anymore. They're like, this is actually in the works.
Yeah,
it's going to be like
why this is fan fiction is because like one of the One Piece covers, because One Piece and he knows so many of these different guys and they're all friends of these major mangas. He has the Naruto symbols all over and they're sitting there eating ramen and Naruto's on the cover of the manga. And another one of them, like with My Hero, they have Natsu from Fairy Tail because My Hero creator is friends with a Fairy Tail creator. And Natsu's in there. They used the same voice actor, pink hair, had a scarf wrapped around. They couldn't use the actual Natsu as a name.
He was in one of the other classes, wasn't he? He wasn't class B. He was during the big clash when they all fought 1A.
No, he was there when Endeavor did his big fight. He was the guy talking. He was the Endeavor fan. And he makes another appearance later when Endeavor gets beat up. They show him on a computer cheering for Endeavor.
Yeah, but I thought they also had him fighting where he was one of the kids in the class.
Nope, he's not one of the kids in the class. He's just a thing. But there's one. What one was it I just saw? There was another one.
I'm going to check that out later.
Naruto made an appearance in one of them where was it One Piece?
I believe it was One Piece, yeah.
Because they come around and all these little orphans come up and there's a little yellow-haired spiky orphan with a headband walks up standing by him. I'm like, if you can't tell that's Naruto, I don't know what you're thinking.
Right.
He walked away. Zoro, if you watch, he's appeared in a lot of the ones for One Piece. They put him in different ones. You watch, you'll see the moss-haired, the green-haired guy standing in the background. He was at the very first one for My Hero in the Fire. You see him standing in the background. A lot of crowd scenes, they put Zoro in the back on purpose.
That's
like
awesome.
He's lost. And sometimes they'll just have a question mark. They'll just like draw that little thing with like a question mark. Like, what am I doing here? It's a huge joke. Even in the video game, they're like, hey, Mosshead, come this way. And in the video game, you can't even pull up a map when you're at Zoro. When he's leading, The map is not existent. They're constantly, you go to where, hey, Moss said, get over here, you idiot. That's the wrong way. And other things, they do it on purpose to see who's paying attention and who's watching. Just like,
kind of neat.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't wait. I want to see the Mr. Popo pop. That's got to be coming.
That will never happen.
That'll be Funko because he has already said, the creator of Dragon Ball said, I will not apologize. We are not like that over here. How we are, that is just the character.
No, and the sad thing is that because it happened. I mean, the one most notable one for me, especially as a kid, is if in Pokemon you look at the original Jinx to when it came over to the U.S. because there was so much outrage on it because it was blackface. Well, that's what they said. The U.S. is like, oh, this is blackface, and they're like, no, this is how it is. That's exactly how Popo is. It's almost the exact same, almost look to them of all the same stuff, and it's like, how can you not have him? Like, there's so many characters that like I don't like. Hey, we don't need another 13 Gokus this year. Let's go back and make some classic characters.
Mhm.
Yes, that is like Pilaf, that they finally made Pilaf was such a big deal. And when they start to do this, the bunny suit's all right. I haven't rushed out. I don't even know that I'm going to end up buying that one.
At the Boma.
Because I have two Bomas as is.
See, I got it just for the comical relief of it, but here's the thing. I'm not going to go to FYE and I'm not going to spend $20 on it. Because she's an exclusive, it's $20.
Mm-hmm.
When I can go to Funko and get it for $15 and not have to worry about it. Same reason why, the same thing with the glow-in-the-dark Rose Black. I can spend $15 on Funko, or honestly, they would probably charge $22 for that because it's an exclusive and it's a glow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, when I can get them for $15, and that's the one that I want.
How many
So
times
now-
have you been with me? And we
Yeah.
walk out of FYE. I'm like, that pop would be cool, but I'm not buying it here.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend the money there. Now, if that was the only way of me getting it, like I kind of, because I told myself not doing the pre-orders again, never do another pre-order again.
I don't even talk about Kraken.
No, this was what was it? I did Entertainment Earth because people started announcing that the Venom Carnage Miles Morales was in stock. It still showed on the website as pre-order, but everybody's getting notifications that they are packing up, ready to ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, they're getting ready to go. I'm going to jump on it now, and hopefully I'll get in that first wave. Thankfully, I'm in the first wave, but I also pre-ordered something else. And to be quite honest with you, I don't remember what I pre-ordered. But it's supposed to be coming May, which I'm like, if I thought it said April. Then I looked at it, my email, and said no, not till late May. I'm like, why did I do that?
Well, I pre-ordered the pop from Amazon. The two twins for Demon Slayer, the Rengoku from Walmart, and I haven't even pre-ordered the Barnes & Noble chick yet for Kano. But
we could probably find that one.
I got pushed back to May. They're supposed to be in April, and both of them pushed back into May.
You guys could be a worse thing, even with everything going on with Kraken. I got a buddy who was just talking to me. He has waiting on pre-orders, and he thought he was getting like the Twice Chase. He pre-ordered those from Big Apple.
Oh no!
He says that he keeps getting. I said, Big Apple closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, no. I just emailed him like a week ago, and I got an automated response that we're so busy, we'll be filling these orders, and we'll give you an update once we have it. I'm like, yeah, it's all computerized. You realize that's with all that's going out, and there's been a thing and a bunch of different stuff you might want to check, and you might want to start going through your card company and going back to see if you can get your money back. He's like, this was over a year ago. Because I pre-ordered this stuff, and I feel like an ass now, kind of in a way, because his is the one who Dan.
Yeah, he's the one you got.
Does,
Hey, buddy.
He gave me the Twice Chase he had because he had the combo, the Chase, the common package coming from Big Apple.
Mm-hmm.
So he may not even get his Chase, and he hooked me up with a Chase.
I ordered those fairy tale pops back there that you can see. I already got them back March 5th of 2022. And they said that they still don't have them. They don't, and because I ordered those ones and the Black Clover, which all my Black Clover upstairs. And they said they don't have, they were still short on the,
Was it one of the girls?
yeah, it was the girl.
Noel for I know was
Noel.
Noel,
Noel. They
yeah.
were short on the Noel, and they were short on what's his name there? The bad guy, Jalal. And they didn't have Jalal, so they wouldn't send any pops until they got the Jalal and the Noel. And I'm like, well, I bought like 6 Noels at the $5 store. In Jalal, I got one back there already. I'm like, well, just keep those 2 and send me my other ones. Well, no, we have to send them all, or you got to cancel them all. And then they say, well, you can
Restock
cancel
fee.
them, but you're going to have to take a 25% loss for restocking fee, and it all has to go to in-store credit. Which, okay, I get. I like the in-store credits. However, even when I ordered another $100 7-8 months later of in-stock items that still haven't shipped, what's the in-store credit good for?
Well, that's why I stopped using them. You were using them at the time when you ordered those, and I was using them too.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, it literally took them, 3 months to ship in stock stuff?
Yep.
Like, that's all said in stock. You gave me literally a tracking number that said, oh, well, we do that when we're processing it. And I said, okay, but it was all in stock. What took you a month to process that to where I got the thing? And then after a month, then you send me this tracking number that turns out to be false.
Wasn't that the Fire Force?
2 months later after that, you finally shipped in stock items, took you 3 months to ship. That's when I started saying, no, I can't deal with them anymore. When it takes you 3 months to ship stuff that you say you have. Now,
Yep.
To me, what type of business? I mean, Trent works for 7-Up here. If you had soda sitting there for 3 months and you couldn't ship out what your people were there, do you think people even want that soda?
Hey, we actually have that going on. But in our defense, we have one store in our entire region that is eligible to sell it, and they don't want it. So we have 2 pallets of product that we can't sell.
No, but okay, you can't sell that's eligible. You don't have products sitting there with orders for them
Right.
for 3 months and not delivering it.
No, it's usually about maybe a week at most because our warehouse manager doesn't put it into the system saying that we have it. And then he's like, oh, yeah.
Truck from wherever, somewhere in Lansing. I'm usually driving down 96, and I pass, when I leave at about 3:34 in the morning, I pass a 7-Up truck every time.
That'd be
In Lansing area?
Yeah.
It's probably
Down 96.
Yeah, it might be Tom, which is our night guy, or it's one of our Holland transports.
But see, like the excuses they give me cracking it would be like Trent saying, well, our guy's going to go to Kmart today and he's going to pick up some woolly blankets and he's going to go home and take a nap, so we can't get you your stuff today. Maybe next week when he gets his woolly blankets a little mashed down and he may need a second comforter.
Right. To me, some of that stuff, that was where you feel bad. And like talking with Dan and hearing he's been waiting for almost 2 years for stuff from Big Apple. And I'm going, dude, I feel bad again on that one. I've ordered from Big Apple, never had an issue, was always told. We literally, just before all that come out, and I was telling you guys as it was all originally coming out, I'm like, we just got a shipment from them. We just got the stuff we've been waiting on for a year from them. I got it. Then all that news started coming out, and I'm going, was I one of the last shipments they sent out before they closed?
Didn't that one guy come into the pop swap with those Big Apple Bagel one-piece guy?
Shanks. But he had bought that literally when they come out, same as I did.
Oh, okay. I don't even know where mine went. Or somewhere.
Yeah, I got my all for one. That come out, the Big Apple exclusive just before, and it was like going, we literally just got it. And then when I did all the mystery minis of the villains,
Mhm.
That's where my wife got it from. She pre-ordered them through Big Apple. And I'm like going, oh, okay. So, kind of scared.
Well, that's okay. Come March next year, they got some new ones coming in, so we'll ship them when we get them. Yeah, it's already April. Yeah, you're supposed to be February and January and December.
I get those
I
pre-orders.
guess at least
have
they
been so
respond.
crazy.
They actually haven't responded to me in 2 weeks.
See,
So
I
that's
never
not-
got. What was it? I should probably get a hold of Entertainment Earth because I'm not here. But my Captain America sodas that I ordered a full case. I already have the Chase and the Common, and that's the same one I did a custom on because I bought another one off Whatnot. But I have no idea where that order's at.
Hey,
And that's probably close to a year too.
It's probably right
there's
there.
all that's left of my army. Every thing I do with giveaways, I've been throwing an extra one in here. I don't need that many.
That's
That
your-
might
that's
be
your-
an army,
your-
Trent.
If I'm not mistaken, I have 2 more in here in this box.
Oh man.
But one of them's a Chase, so I'll have 2 Chases. 2 Chases of roughly 30 Commons.
420 is when you got to be up to get the kids, by the way.
All right.
415 to 420.
Oh man, we're going on a couple hours already.
Been that long already?
It's almost 11.
See what happens when you get in here and just hang out and have fun and run our mouths?
Time just flies.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about 6 AOK / I think one of them's giveaway boxes yet. I got to open up this week.
You got
And
all
I gotta-
you got the AOK cards I gave you. You got all that fun stuff still.
Oh yeah, yep. I got that sitting right there. That's my first video tomorrow to record. Then I got to get all my cards around to mail out for who I'm going to send them out to. And then
Are you
I got
sending
stuff.
them with Sharon?
I think so. Has she done one?
Do that. Let me know because
Okay.
I have some Demon Slayer cards. She's been wanting to get, and I went through
Sharon?
Demon Slayer some different ones that I'll give you to send to her because I know
Okay.
she'll love that.
Are you talking Karen?
Pots
Sharon
and plants.
Pots and Plants. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Demon Slayer cards too. I can give her.
I know
Okay.
she's a big Demon Slayer. She's been wanting to get them, but with everything and having to go back and forth, she hadn't had the money. So I was going to build a card box for her, and I forgot about you doing that. I'm like, hey, I'll just throw some in there.
Yeah, 'cause I'll do that because I have a box from BK. I got a box from Reef. Box from Collector's Conquest. Who the heck's that box? I got 2 from. Oh, I got one from Sean and Alex. I got 2 from Eric over at Two Boys and Their Scary Pops.
Sounds like you got a lot of box openings to do this week.
Yeah. Well, I've had these for about almost 2 weeks, or the last 2 weeks. I've been slowly trying to get to them, and then I sent out 5 boxes last week, and then I forgot. I had one I left at my office that I forgot to mail out on Friday.
If you get going, and it's really hard, especially if you're running close to the same type of hours I am, man, when I'm running 10 and 11 hours a day and then I'm driving 45 minutes to work, that's another hour and a half, 2 hours a day.
Mhm.
Running 12 to 13-hour days, it piles up. That's why I did like that silly. I wanted to have some pops. I had this whole idea I was going to do for April's Fools, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to turn the camera this way, turn the camera that way, make fun of the kids and do this. And I'm like, that's an April Fool's Day. Sorry, I had a whole big thing made up that I just, never even got a chance.
Well, I
Sometimes
got to.
don't have
I got
time.
I got to shoot a video. I'm probably gonna have to do it tomorrow for our 1-year anniversary, and then I'm also gonna go through and over the next 2 days do like a little collage because our 1-year anniversary is on the 6th.
Yeah, you have that coming. I have my 2-year coming up. I got to remember when that is. You're saying and making me think. I put it in the calendar.
I think mine won't be till September for my 1 year.
Next, I'll have our 1 year this week, and then the following week's my birthday, and then we got trying to figure out there was after a while everything just kind of gets caught up with you, and I get excited to start doing shorts, and then it's like, all right, nope. I'm like, as much as it hurts to say, but it's like I don't have time to do a 15-second video because I don't got that extra 5 minutes to sit down and just hash it out.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down last night and I opened packs. I did 20 shorts. Like I told my son, if I post 3 shorts a day, I'm done for next week. I take 1 day with those packs. I've got cards piled up. I want to do shorts of those. Those are a pain in the butt because then I have to go through them. I got to figure out how many cards to show in the shorts. But if it's just pack openings, those shorts are really easy to make. You just set the camera up, you hit record, bang, 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 boom, you're done. Bang, 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 you're done.
And even that, you can just hit record on all of it, and you just open up all your packs. You say whatever you want to say. Most time you do it with music, so you don't.
And then you just slide over every 15 seconds. There's that. There's that. There's that.
But I'm done because I have a hard enough time keeping track of what all I've done, and after I show them in the short, I delete them.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I don't reuse them. But I wait because, like today, perfect example. The Dragon Ball I put up, I had it up for 2 hours. It had 1 view. Deleted it, put it back up, and now it's over 1,200 views.
Yep. I had one last night. I had 97 views. I let it go for an hour. I pull it down. I put it back up. I had 3,100 after that.
Right now.
Well, see, my thing is I always go and I just go directly on the app and record it right then and there. And then I'll record it, name it, put everything in it, and then I'll set it for a time, go and record another one. So I don't have a hard copy of any of my videos. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just going to delete that. It's not doing good. Then I'm like, well, if I delete it, I don't have it anymore.
That's why I do the thing. And like I said, I take the 15-minute video. And then when I want to make them, literally I put it up in 5 minutes.
Yep.
I put it up, put a title, pick a song, boom, do it, done.
When I first started spinning paintings, I would have 30 paintings done. And I would have all the stuff, and I would just literally put the short together, put it out, put the short together, put it out. And then which in the beginning was great. My phone had tons of room. It doesn't get tons of room when you start doing videos and more pictures and more.
Well, Trent bought a phone like mine. He's got a 500. He got room on his phone.
Yeah, I got room now.
My old phone, I had the same problem with the apps. The apps were taking up, like the picture apps and all the editing apps were taking up room, and that's why I had to do I had the cutout apps and all those. I stopped doing that because it took up so much room. I couldn't save any videos.
Mm-hmm.
Now with this new phone, it doesn't matter. I got room, and it's not a big deal. But it's.
I mean, I got room on mine too, but it does fill up quickly. But
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, because like after I get a couple hours worth of videos on there, that's when I'll go through and I'll run through them.
I try to do it every couple of days. I clear all the videos off. Other than I have the pack openings. I have like the 15-second pack openings. Like I opened the entire Dragon Ball Drip. That I still think I have another 10 of those. But then that's why I didn't. Like in Naruto, I just opened 10 packs and I have another 10 packs set in the kitty box. With the Moo Moo box, the rainbow, I did 10 of those. I have another 10 of those open. Then I have that whole Blossom box. And then I've still got all the individuals. And then I got the other packs coming. That's why it's like, Trent, listening to him and with the way my cards are piling up, I'm like, I'm going to stop buying cards for a while. I don't care. Mm-hmm. I don't care how good it is. I don't want to buy any more cards for a while. I've got to get these sorted out and taken care of before I buy more.
I stopped buying them. I bought different things. Like I bought that slate, that piece of slate. I bought like these cards. It literally comes in like a book. You open it up and it's like a see-through. He called it a see-through calendar. It's like yay so size. It's probably 6 by 8, 8 by 10, somewhere around in there. And it's just different. It's neat. It's not a card. It's not a pop. It's not a keychain. It's different. Like,
yeah,
you got me that slate guy or the lizards.
Lizard, yeah.
lasers and lizards. It's something I don't have, and it's not something I can just go down to Walmart and say, "Hey, can you give me the easel etched slate of Demon Slayer?" No, you can't. You can't get that there.
No, just wait till he gets back to where he can go back to making his wood protectors.
That's the one I did see when he showed me one, and then when he turned around and saw the face of it, I was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!"
Those are really nice.
I will say those are amazing.
I'm scared there's some of those, like I watch some of the guys with some of the different things you do and they make, and I want to get into them and I just stay away because I know how I get into things. And that's why I've really tried to stay away. Like I started looking at first some of the other people selling on whatnot in the cards, and I'm like, no, just stay where we know.
Mm-hmm.
We're already buying enough here. Let's not be stupid. Yep. And then Trent sends me this one. Here's this one. Here's that. Bradley sending me over here. And I'm like, no, stay in your lane. Stay calm. You know how you get.
No, me and Trent are everywhere.
well, because I want to say, because I got West Virginia, I got the TCG Armory. Those are the two guys that I know constantly have the Dragon Ball. And they're like, West Virginia, I think he was like, what do you guys want? I'll go get it. Because those are the only two guys that I know that I can find that constantly have these cards.
I like West
Virginia. Everybody else is just doing like the English ones. I'm like, I don't want those. I don't want the trading cards because I don't like them.
Right.
I like West Virginia a little better than Grilled because when I bought my Kaios through Grilled, those redemptions, you just get sent the redemption. You can't redeem them. He won't redeem them. Doesn't have a way to do it. But when you go through West Virginia, he won't do it. He redeems them. He gets so much right there, keeps them. He goes, I had a bunch of my own. I sent them in. I kept them. So when you guys give me your redemptions, I give you one of these, and then I take those and I trade those in. And he gives you a redemption card.
Yep, because because what happened is, that's how I got two of my pre-release cards. It's because he didn't have any more. He's like, I'm all out. I'm like, yeah, me and you were talking about possibly, hey, can we find somebody that would do it? Well, that's how I got my two pre-releases. My two pre-release were two of my redemption, and he's like, I don't have any more. I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, but I have two pre-releases from actually pulling redemptions from him. And I'm like, that's cool because, I go look at my box, I probably have another 6 redemption cards in all my stuff.
I didn't realize they were the redemption card. Yeah. And then I put another one on the top of my cards as a signifier to start it. And that's what I did, the first one, and then you're moving, then those are the cards. Yeah. I didn't realize those were redemption, so I was even watching him because Squid shows up to you and he just flips them over. He doesn't say that they're redemption. And that's where I'm going, wait a minute. And that's kind of where I'm going now. Wait, this is me in my mind, and this isn't trying to talk bad about anybody, and I'm not trying to because I still go to Squid. I like Squids. But Squid's charging me $75 a box, and I can buy it through him for $59. $59 through him, and he redeems my redemption. Mm-hmm. Or he gives me a card for it. Where Squid is just thrown in, here's your card. Sorry, there ain't really anything I can do with it.
And I think I just think maybe that's because, he probably doesn't have a way to redeem them. And then whether or not.
Said that's why he doesn't buy through. I could buy these through other people cheaper, but they can't redeem them. Yeah. So now, markups, I'm not saying each person more puts their own markup. So is Virginia just selling them and making less? Because from what he's saying, he can get them cheaper and not redeem everything, but he doesn't feel that's right because if I open a box, I want to be able to redeem it. Mm-hmm. So Squid's getting it cheaper and selling it at more. If you go by that, but is he? Does he have the connections West Virginia does? That's what we don't know. Maybe Squid's not getting it as cheap as West Virginia. And that's what we're not trying to judge.
Well, it might be a situation where Squid may not. He does more Demon Slayer, right? That's his. So he's ordering more Demon Slayer than anything. So he might get a bulk deal on the Demon Slayer where he's getting a discounted price to whereas like West Virginia and TCG Armory, 99% of the stuff they're buying is just Dragon Ball. Right. So they would probably get the better deal on it.
Well, and two,
where they know.
depending on who they buy it from, maybe their guy who gets them the stuff gets a better deal on Dragon Ball than he does with Demon Slayer.
Right.
Nobody really knows.
We don't know what they're paying from their suppliers.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm not trying to knock anybody, but if I'm going to buy my Dragon Ball stuff, I'd much rather buy it from one of those two guys because I get it at a cheaper price and I get my stuff redeemed.
Right.
But I like to vary. I don't like to do just Dragon Ball, just Demon Slayer, just Naruto. I like having a variety. Like I had a guy and I kind of laughed. They're like, well, Pokemon's better. I said, you realize that I post Pokemon videos too. I don't do the same thing.
Right.
I literally just posted Pokemon videos last week. Like when we started today, I'm showing you guys about Pokemon cards I picked up.
Right.
I bounce around. I feel like if I just posted Dragon Ball cards, eventually my growth would stop.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I just posted Naruto card, if I was going to go, really the two cards that I should do by what the views are and what people are watching, I should post Naruto and Pokemon. Dragon Ball's hit or miss. They can hit the few, and they are some of my hires, but on average, Pokemon and Naruto do better. But my Dragon Balls hit really high. I've had some Demon Slayers hit high, but on average, Demon Slayers, I get 200 to 500 views. But you know what? They're still cool cards. I like them. And one thing about these channels that you don't want to sound arrogant or cocky or come off wrong, but we started this because it's collecting what we like. And we're showing people what we like. And if they want to watch and come along, great. And if somebody thinks that I'm going to stop doing something because they don't like it, that's not why I started this.
We started this channel for us, not for them. I mean, we wanted to sit here and I want to show you what interests I have, and I hope I'm bringing you along on the journey.
Right.
None of us are here because we're going to be YouTube famous and can quit our jobs and can sit in our little studios and live a happy life. This is the camaraderie.
And he could have put up to get monetized and get some of the not monetizes in from the full monetize, but he could have done the join and the channel memberships. I could have done them now for a while. And you see how quick we're doing it? Just like I point out to everybody when I do the giveaways. You know who pays for all that? You know where all that comes from? Me. Mm-hmm. Squid and all these guys, and I mean Skittles and them, they don't give away their stuff. They give away what suppliers or people give them. We do it out of our pocket, and people need. That's the difference of what goes on with these channels. We're doing this for our fun. We are here I try to do things to help the viewers, and hopefully they have fun. But there's certain things I do because I enjoy it, and that's why I do it.
Well, that's like how I look at it as becoming like a channel member and stuff like that. Is I want to be a channel member to people that I enjoy their content, and I want to see their channel grow. So, like, my biggest one right now is Ketons of Fun. I love everything they're doing, and they're one of the people that uphold what they say. Is, hey, yep, they do their monthly, yep, you're a subscriber, this is what you get. Now, there are other ones that I would love to be a part of, absolutely. But I'm trying to say, let me focus on one channel at a time. Let me devote my what available resources I have to them, because I know their big thing is mystery boxes. I have zero luck besides I want this stuff. I was this close. Like I had phone in my hand on the was it $7 a pop or mystery grail. I was like, I'm gonna buy 2 boxes because on their big sheet of grails, I'm like, there's about 4 of them that I would love to have. But I'm like, I still have a sour taste in my mouth from the last time I bought from them. I'm like, you know what? I would rather save that $50, whatever it's going to cost me for 2 boxes, spend an extra, 10 or so, and get an I Want This Stuff mystery box and see if I can pull the Transformers.
I am so, and it's sad. Freddy's box, a lot of people have bad luck with them, but look at how much good luck I've had with them. Mm-hmm. I really should still be buying them, but I just am. Mystery boxes to me, I'm just kind of over. Because
I was just gonna say, like, am I having fun doing the I want this stuff boxes? Not really. Out of my first 2 boxes, 12 pops. I'm not going to keep any of them. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of a bummer on that aspect of it, but I'm more prone to. I'm waiting for the theme mystery boxes.
That's everything. Like the when I get the Chalice boxes, I got a bunch of their boxes, but I got the anime boxes, or their what do they call it? Their the Chalice pops, which 9 times out of 10 are anime. The one time I bought them to their other one, I got like the stuff I've never even heard. I got a Gloomy Bear. What the heck's a Gloomy Bear?
Well, and it's just like
anime mystery box.
Yep.
Now, my joke is, you know where this came from, right? Do you remember what box this came from?
Didn't that come from?
I want this stuff.
Yeah,
I want this.
$200 box. I bought their $200 anime box.
Yep. Because it's classified in their animation line.
Right. That's my problem. And it's nothing they did wrong. This is one of the bigger hits I've ever pulled out of a box. But this is part of 90% of my problem with mystery boxes. I've had some really big hits, but most of the time they're nothing I want. Right. And if I'd really took that $200 and just went and bought, I could have went and bought the pop I was hoping to get. And that's where that comes in.
And that's kind of like what I've had multiple talks with Justin about stuff is about, because his major grail he wants is that Con Scare Glow. He's like, this is the one I want. And we've talked about time and time. He's like, if I never would have bought these boxes, like, I could have just bought it.
Right.
I'm like, and that's the thing is that it's that fine line of, they're buying it for the collection and to show off, but it's like at some point I should have just bought it. I should have just went out and I bought it. Like
content stuff, and I started doing a lot. I got totally away from mystery boxes for the reasons like you're hitting here, and now I'm having the issue of when you start talking about room, and I'm having to pick and choose my collection for room. I've got 2 freaking totes of pops over here to get rid of. Literally, I almost want to just walk into Disc Traders and go, I don't care. What will you give me for these? And if they say $100, I'm going to be like, fine. I'm just to the point, and I keep telling Pat, you want to make money. I have these full of anime. Make me an offer.
Yeah. But find me one of my grails I'm after. We'll do a swap.
I just literally am at the point that there's so much with those mystery boxes. I'm getting so much junk. Now, it was cool because, like, some of them, when I got my first Bruce Lee pop, I didn't even know Bruce Lee had a pop. I pulled it out of the mystery box, a J Novel one. And I'm like, this is so awesome. I didn't know this. Check it out. And that's why I started doing mystery boxes first. Now that I kind of know what's out here, and we've been doing this for long enough, unfortunately, mystery box to me is something, I want to say this and not come off as a jerk, but it's a rookie thing. You do mystery boxes when you don't know what's out there. And when you really start to look at mystery boxes and you really start to value and how much you lose in the shipping and how, you get a hit here and there, but what you actually get to what you spend, I'd rather just go buy pops I want and show everybody what I want and have the collection I want instead of literally you're throwing your money away.
Yeah, like I said, when I got the ones from Chalice for their anime, I liked all of them. I mean, I bought 4 boxes, and I think 2 of them were about the same. But they had My Hero Academia, Naruto. They were right up my alley. But then I got like their and I think it was New York Comic Con exclusive ones or whatever. And I got a Gloomy Bear, Merida. I mean, stuff that, frankly,
once your collection grows. And as you're noticing, like, that was when you started. Now, if you went and bought that same box, the anime box come out, you have most of it.
Right.
Like me, if I go buy, like Justin keeps buying these Blacklight ones for Mystery Grail, trying to get the Carnage. Well, everything he's getting, he's already got.
Yep.
And he keeps going because you have enough. Why would I buy a mystery box with Blacklights? Because look at all the Blacklight pops I have. I could make a mystery box for the black lights and make people happy.
Right.
And it's
And that's like the one thing, like I got excited because like people have been I don't pay attention on when a lot of these box drops release. Our office girl, she's usually like sending me text messages, hey, this is what's on Thursday's drop, this is what's on Sunday's drop. She's like, I want this. I'm like, okay, you want one of the top hits out of Mystery Grail. I'm like, that's 1 in 1,500 chance of getting.
1,800 is what they've been doing now. They're up.
Oh, they bumped it up? Because I know for like
it's
I know for like
1,750 for most of them. There's some that they do lower, but it's been up to 1,750 and 1,800 is what they've been doing because they're selling out so fast. So instead of adding, and that's why when everybody started getting mad at Mystery Grail even more, because they didn't change the odds when they went from 1,250 originally, and they gave the odds. That was when there was a big uproar, and Dr. Applesauce got in an argument with another YouTube guy, and he's like, they didn't change the odds from 1,250. They didn't add any more stuff, and then they went up.
It's usually around what, like 20 to, it's like what, right around 40-ish top hits, which is usually, well, I think they counted a grail as $40 roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Which I looked at that, I'm like, okay, because I looked at their Thursday drop, which to me kind of intrigued me because it was you got a pop and you got a glow in the dark. So I'm like, okay, and that those are a little bit nicer because I mean, they're usually limited to like 350 or something like that, a real low number.
Those are the ones.
Yeah.
But if I was going to
do you get a better chance to hit.
Those. The midweek Wednesday, Thursday drops.
Yep.
I thought about those because the numbers are lower. They're more in your favor.
Yep, and so I saw that, and it was like $28 plus shipping. But I'm like, okay, and that had like 5 or 6 more pops that I would want. I'm like, okay, so there's 6 pops out of 350 that I would possibly want. Granted, am I ever probably going to get them? No. Granted, I got to play in order to win.
Right.
But I like the guaranteed stuff. Like I want this stuff. It's granted, I'm not really in the resale business. I would love to go back and I got people that want me to go do a swap or stuff like that. But I got to find the time and I got to find the right place to do it. I would love to be like, hey, the 3 of us, plus I got 2 other people that want to do it. There's 5 of us. Hey, let's all go win in a booth or something like that if we have the time, because that's where it's fun, is when there's a lot of us out there. And you know what? I would much rather somebody bring something in and me do a swap or a trade than be like, yep, $10, because it would come down to it. It would be, yep, here's everything that's under $20 or like anything from 10 to 20. Yep, I'm going to mark it at like $15, but in all honesty, I'm going to give it to you for $10. I just want it gone. And then anything above 20, you kind of work out your deals. But it's
not ahead. If you want to laugh, something I've thought about with the 3 of us actually getting together, Grand Rapids Comic-Con, finding out what a booth cost. Get the booth. Bradley has his paintings and could do spin art, different stuff there. And we have that. Could try to do. You and me bringing in pops and different stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff I'd like to get rid of and I need to thin out. And I can bring in some pretty rare stuff, some pretty high-priced stuff, and put it out there for sale. And run it for a weekend or so and get to see the cosplayers and get to be there and get the VIP tickets because you're a vendor. To me, that would be more fun to try that one time and see how it works out. Even taking the time off work, picking one of these Grand Rapids Comic-Cons, maybe like next year or so, and saying, all right, why don't the 3 of us get a table? Because then, you can watch a table, 2 of us can watch a table. We have the art in there, and maybe we don't make money on it. Maybe we lose money. But wouldn't it be fun to just do?
Absolutely.
Being with you guys or doing stuff with you guys is what makes it the experience.
And that's the cool thing is, even if it's not Grand Rapids, so like, I mean, there's cons everywhere. Like, I think Bradley, so I had a guy that worked with us for a short time. His wife makes little, like, she does something. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but she had a con that she was doing. And that was closer by the, like Flint / Mount Pleasant area, somewhere around there. And I'm like, there's all these cons all over the place. I mean, there was just one a couple weeks ago over at I think Muskegon High School. They had a con there.
I could hit up the guy with the 3D printings and try to get more of those 3D printings and take them with them. Have 3D printings. Between the three of us, we could fill a booth, and I think we would make money. I mean, you have to make sure of, okay, here's Bradley's stuff, here's your stuff, here's my stuff, and figure it all out. But I think we would make more money. Right. I think, it would be something fun to do. And I've often said it like this. We have all the YouTubers, and something I've thought about in the long run, and it's just about designing it, taking and getting us all together, saying, okay, this weekend there's no cons, there's no nothing. We're going to have a YouTube con. Michigan YouTube con.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get with all these different YouTubers. We're going to go rent up the area, one of these motels. Come on up. It's going to cost you this much to get in. Come see all your YouTubers. Guys, bring your stickers, bring your stuff. You may not make money your first time, but give out your stuff. It's going to be a great way to make your YouTube channel grow. You come, it's going to cost us this. Pay $25, $50 a table.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in. You're going to be guaranteed to get some people in, get the different people, spread out your YouTube. Hey, everybody on YouTube from Michigan, come on into the YouTube con. You can get the custom merch from each guy. You can get Funko Pops. They're going to have discounts and sales, and actually put something like that together.
It's not only that, but you get to learn and make connections with other people.
And then, like here, look at how we met. Almost all both of you guys walked into Chaos. I was just sitting there being silly. We started talking, and look at where it's grown. That's how you make these connections to the growth. That's where it all comes in. That's why the con idea or doing some of the stuff, even though it's silly. I mean, just the Grand Rapids Comic Con, our local card shop here in Ionia goes there. So that's why that would come up to me. It's like, it can't be that dang expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And don't you get VIP passes once you're there too?
Yeah, you get so many passes for your workers and that. So, like, we may not be able to get all the kids in, but
I can't want to go anyway.
Depending on what it is, you get like 3 to 9.
And we can't play on the computer there.
But one day bring in like Trent would probably bring in one kid a day instead of trying to keep track of all the kids and help instead of bringing them all in. Like me, I wouldn't bring both my daughters at the same day. I'd bring one or the other, or I'd bring Ian and tell him he's got to sit there and watch the table.
I would do the same with Aiden.
The day Ian and Aiden get along. That'd be the day I'll be running around. Here you go. You guys are watching the table for these hours. We're out here. Bye.
Yep.
Dad,
I don't want to watch the table, son. You got to go.
I'll leave my Bradley at the table. We're going to be gone. We're going to come back. Table's going to be empty. We're going to be good to go.
Oh.
But that type of stuff would just be something fun. And I think
would be
fun.
fun.
A lot of people, and it'd be a great way to set up a channel. And you can actually have it with, hey, here are your local YouTubers. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, like you just said, okay.
Maybe you should be a promoter.
Put different stuff out there, instead of doing it, hey, like if I was to take the Cheshire Cat out there, it's a $200 and some pop. I'd sell it at like $150. I only have $26 into it. So I'm still making major money. Somebody comes in, hey, here's a Grail deal of the day.
Mm-hmm.
This Grail right here, you're talking it's $220, $230. We're going to sell it at $150, $70 below PPG. Like Trent was saying, all of these pops here, their PPG is $20 to $25. We're selling them at $15. We're still making money, but that's how you take and do it. Then you take the ones that you didn't want. You got on these mystery box you have nothing into. All these pops right here, $5 a pop.
Done.
Buy 2 of them, we'll give you a third one for free.
No, you buy 2, we're going to throw in a soda.
Throw in a common soda. Buy 2, we got a common soda. We got the Venoms, we got the right here.
Oh. I got the crow. I got like 6 crows.
Yeah.
I had a few of those. I gave those away. That's the beautiful part with all the giveaways I do. Man, I throw that stuff in. I'm like, when you go to the Pop House and you do a giveaway, you get extra. All that crap I don't want, hey, here you go. When I go into Hot Topic and I see those little pins and everything for $1, I buy a ton of them for that reason. Throw them into the mystery boxes.
Done.
The giveaways. People love it.
something extra.
Those type of things, I mean, I think they'd be a great idea, something we could do for fun. And even if we circled it like, okay, so we all don't have to take the same days off. Maybe Bradley, if it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Bradley's goes in Thursday. Trent goes in Friday.
Next Monday.
And then Saturday, I go in. But or Saturday maybe being the busy day, all three of us go in, and then Sunday's just me. Well, no, Sunday'd be better to have all three of us for the cleanup day.
Yeah.
No,
We all go in, kind of help set up, but then set it up, split it up, and it'd be so easy to just take and do. And then you have time, and we all make videos out of it, so you end up with content out of it for your YouTube channel.
I mean, that'd be fun. I won't say it wouldn't be fun. It'd be great.
I mean,
Maybe it's something we should look into for next year.
Especially, like I said, you have the different ones with the displays. Like I said, your art, you can hang it all up in the back and have it, and the people buying them, you put those out there and do special con pricing and stuff.
So, Bradley, before I forget, because I keep forgetting, I had somebody mention this to me, and there was something else. And I also thought about it, but because I watch a guy over in the UK where I got my Marvel, my Venom, and I got a couple other ones I've thought about getting done. That does these, these nice little displays, and he does a lot of really nice diagrams or dio displays. I thought about buying. So the painting you did for my daughter, this is what her and I came up with. We haven't done it yet because I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it, and I probably got to get something else designed. So she's got her painting, and it matches really well with her Wednesday pop. We're going to do something where we put a stand somewhere behind it, so that way she's going to do hers out of box. We're going to build a platform, so it'll be her pop with your painting on the back of it.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
So that's how she kind of looked at it, and all it's going to be is getting a platform. I didn't want to put it in front because it looks doesn't quite look right, but put it in the back.
Especially if they have a base, because I have my Shigaraki standing on one of those.
Yeah.
If they got a wide base, they sit right on there. Very, very nice.
Yeah, this one, she just got 2 little feet, but like doing something like that to where all you do is, quite honestly, on this canvas, it's just going to be put a nice little finishing nail right there, and then you have a nice little display like that. But I wanted to make sure I showed you that.
I could get a hold of him and see about having him make a bunch of those up for you, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can have it like that, or even do it to where, because it had to be a little bit longer to put a box in there. But even if you did this and you just made it a little bit flatter to make it one single base.
Yeah, because then that would hold on to the painting, and the painting just sticks to the wall.
I only have 4 of them left. If you wanted to try it, I have 4 of them left.
Yeah, but they need to be longer to get the box in there.
Yeah, if you wanted to do a box. But if you do out of a box, you should be good.
If it's out of box, what you can do, Bradley, they wouldn't have the hook. If it's on there,
something like that.
Off, like this, and the box wouldn't actually be locked in. It would just set on there.
Because like ones that have a nice wide base would be good, like what you were saying, because like this can just hold on by itself.
Right.
But a lot of them, if this was a little bit further down and not so high up, a lot of the ones that just have 2 legs would fit perfect almost.
Right. But like he's saying, if they want to do inbox, you'd almost have to shave these edges off.
And just let it kind of sit over it. That or the other option. Yeah, that or the other option would be you'd have to put it to the front. You'd have to nail it to the front instead of the back. And I like how it looks in the back because it hides it and doesn't put that little blockiness. But if you're going to display it anyway, if you're going to have it inbox anyway, it's just going to be sticking out a little bit more.
The answer for that is you shave this off. If you're going to do inbox and you're worried about it falling, you put a double-sided piece of tape right there, and it's in a protector.
On the protector, yeah.
And double side glue it right to the protector. So then the protector stays there.
There you go.
You know, there's simple ways to doing this. And like I said, he charged literally between you and me, guys. There ain't many people in here. He charges me like literally I get charged $2 for 5. That's why I sell them for 10 on these. I make more money on these than I do selling the signs.
Mm-hmm.
Charge me $2 for 5 of them. So, you know, it's not like I'm paying out the butt for these.
Right.
Then you need to have them look into making these. Because the guy I talked to and got these from, this was just a charity auction on his whatnot.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much, he's got the mold because it's all Dragon Ball Z, and it was you put whatever name you want on it. And these were $5 a piece.
Wow.
And he's like, yep, I can do any one you want. I believe I went to his Instagram and looked, because if I got it, I'll send it to you guys. That's what he specializes in, making card stands. And he's got like 3D, like my Captain America over here, the figure. He's got card stands of like 3D figures, like on a base where you put your slab or stuff like that, either holding it or pointing to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought about messaging him. I'm like, you know what I want? I want, because he does like 3-tier ones where you have the card in the middle, you have a podium where you have a character in the back, and then you have like another card with another base with a character on it. I'm like, if I could get a Trunks Goten doing the fusion dance with Gotenks in the middle, I'm like, because I think he's got he's got one kind. I think he's got something similar with Vegeta and Goku.
Oh,
But I mean, he does like 5 card stands. He said those get a little more tricky, but he's like, yeah, you tell me what you want and I'll get it done.
yeah, my guy can't make them. He has to look for programs.
Yep.
He doesn't make the things. That's why I like the customized stuff. I've asked about those, and he doesn't do it. He goes and gets the programs. He just has a ton of printers and prints a bunch of stuff up. He doesn't do a lot of the customized. But that Attack on Titan was his first attempt at customizing, and that came out really nice. But then he got moved, and he's had issues. And unfortunately, just like with all the stuff, like, okay, Monday I go have a dentist appointment, and then we got stuff then. Yeah, so next week is the con. So it's even next week's my wife's thing. My dad's got a bunch of appointments and surgeries coming out.
You got 2 weeks till con.
2 weeks, okay.
Yeah, it's not this.
I'm so off in what things, because I know it's April. No.
Yeah, the con is 15.
Right, and that's right now on the second.
Yeah,
so
14, 15, 16.
But the following weekend.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so not next week, which, well, today basically now.
Yeah.
Not this week. The following week is when con is.
Yeah, it's the 14, 15, 16.
So,
yeah.
So I said I got my wife's surgery then. I got some appointments for my dad. My dad, they're trying to decide if they're going to rush him in to have a surgery, because the whole time they've been thinking his neck and all of his hip and everything, they're finding out that he has a compression in his neck, that they're going to do an MRI and decide if they want to do a surgery to fix that, because they think that's causing most of his pain. They think if he gets that gone, he'll be walking better and actually be able to move around again, which would make my life a lot easier if he could move around. I wouldn't have to be running him every place all the time. But it's crazy. That's been my biggest thing, why trying to take the time to even attempt to sell right now, and why I really got out of the mystery box game, which started is I just got too much crap piling up. I don't have room for all this. My sister still has that black tote you've seen of her stuff sitting there, along with a Funko box over here of her stuff.
You just let her know that if it's still here by next year con and we're going, that's gonna go.
There's stuff in there that'd be good to go. There's Chase sodas in there. There's so many different things.
Just like I started doing that rosin, or the rosin. Oh, it makes the pictures look so much different. I mean, you've all seen them now. You've all gotten one. Those
cards you did for Kay, that looks amazing.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Those are the things that I think I want to do. I love the paintings, and I still have to do the paintings to do them.
Well, that's why, like I said, with the con thing and the idea of that, that setting back there having more paintings behind us and up those and the different ideas with the different stickers and that, because it'd be a combination of what people are coming to see. When you go to the cons, everybody's going to the booth. There's so many people at the art booths checking out all the different art and what they're doing, and then there's other people over checking out the pop. Well, if we had both,
The best of both worlds.
Yeah, we could have. And I found a really cool card display on Facebook. It's like $35. I'm sure we can find it cheaper, but it's about that long, and you put all your cards in their nice hard sleeves, and it literally, instead of like having to go one by one, it's like one of those. It's like it's almost like a
Rotator?
yeah, like a Rolodex for business cards. It's exactly the same, because you go like this, you go, yep, nope. Then when you're done, you can just slide them all back, and they all fall back.
Oh, that's cool.
and there again, there's something else I didn't think about, like all the common cards. Put common sets together. Hey, here's these common sets. Hey, here's this. Hey, here's just some common cards if you're looking, because you're going to that. You're going to have a lot of the anime people in there that want to see it, and they're going to see these, the cards. And Bradley will have some paintings made up of the cards. It'll have some different stuff. People are like, oh my God, that's so cool. A bunch of these, like the Kaios and all these we have of all these cards that we have 2 and 3 of, some of those drips.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then like, if I see if I can find them. But like, I mean, there's just all this, just like that game you played, Guess the Dragon Ball. Let's see if I can find it. I think I have about close to 100 plus Dragon Ball. Okay, you guess the number 1 through 6. I guarantee it's going to be one of them. You get it. You spend $1. Pick your Dragon Ball. If you get it, you get a hit.
And that there you go. Those are games that people like to play. You pull them up. You have the different. Pick a random card. You pick it. You guess or get a Dragon Ball. You can't see. You pick a random card. There you go. If you get it, you get one of these cards. Your pick.
Yep.
Come
That's the fun atmosphere of the game.
Those are great ideas. It gets people coming in and people have fun. Hey, you want to play guess this? You want to do that? I just think it'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
We don't make money. We don't make money. If we make money, we make money.
These are all just different Dragon Balls.
Man, don't even make me pull out those.
But that's what I'm saying is, or say, hey, there's a redeemable. You get that, then you're gonna get something nice. The one thing I didn't realize about these redeemables is even with these green ones right here, if you collect them all, there's prizes. So this right here is a redeemable card. This is a card, but if you get all 7 of them, there's actual prizes you can actually go and redeem.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. You get a Goku statue, the backpack, or a necklace.
Yeah.
You're right. I had to go grab mine to read them. Sorry.
Yeah.
I read mine
But
too.
like,
You didn't get anything.
But like, I got 3 redeemables right here that we can be like, hey, you pull a redeemable regardless of. We say, hey, yep, here's the stack. All the backs are the same except for the white and gold box.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only ones that are different. But we have just as many of the white and gold box. Or
Right.
This isn't white and gold. This is a different one.
I've got
this
those too. We got so many of them. Yeah.
I don't know if I got the full 6 of him. I know I got the 6 Shinron, but I don't know if I got the 6 of him.
Oh, there's the puppy.
Manga.
Yeah. But like, you look at it is, you do just silly games like that, $1. Yep, $1. And if you pull the redemption, yep, you automatically get this. You get one of the top prizes because there's only so many.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or hey, yeah, or if you pull, hey, you say it's a 3, and you pull the 3. All right, this is your prize, or this is a lot of. Yep, you pick a prize from here.
That would be fun, and that's the thing. But on those, you want to limit the top prizes for a day because you don't want to stop it. But if you let them all do it, sometimes you get lucky people in there, and they can pull all your top prizes in an hour, and you're done.
But that's the thing is that with those redeemables is that we only have 3 cards. So if you figure you have 3, so that if it's 3 days, that's 9 top prizes. So you figure, all right, let me pick 9 higher end semi items that we know we can get fairly cheap.
Right.
So like if we did drip, I mean, we can get most of the drip. Most of the cards are $5 and under. I know West Virginia, he sells a couple of the drips in a custom slab for $10-11. So if we go, hey, yep, we're going to spend $100 to make sure we get these or not going to spend $100. We spend 50 to 100 on top prizes. All right, so we got to sell 100 of these $1 raffles to break even.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, does that mean? But how many people are going to guess? Yep, it's a 3. Pull a 2. All right, well, let me buy another one. Let me buy another one. Or hey, I got $5. Yep. Hey, you spend $5, you get 6 pulls.
Right.
And they might not get a single one.
You get that person. That's why I said you get the Trent. The way he's been pulling lately, walks in $1. Hey, I got it. But then you get the animal in there that spends $20 and didn't get shit.
Yeah.
You're looking for more animals than you are Trents at that point.
Yeah. But and then at that point, if you look at like that being $1, I would see that would be drawing more towards kids. I don't think you get some adults or hey, if we say hey, we're gonna have Dragon Ball prizes, like we could say hey, one of the redemption is we're probably gonna have a common set of one of the sets. Yep, one of the top prizes.
Who carries cash anymore?
Well, if you want to PayPal or swipe, it's going to be $1.20.
It's not worth it if I have to pull my phone out.
We don't do tapping either.
Why? Tap does work with our things. I didn't realize that.
I don't think it works for mine. Or
I
maybe
thought somebody told me, and I don't know. I didn't think
It
it
probably
did.
depends on the version that you purchase.
Yeah, see, I got the old slidey one.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I think now I can just upgrade it for free and get the one you push in and it's all wireless and
Yeah, I got ours somewhere, but I think because when we had our last one, it had the chip in it.
Hold on, my daughter's phone. See how Kay's doing. Might have to go get my daughter.
oh man.
Hello?
I mean, it's
over.
getting kind of late anyway. We should probably get off. It's almost midnight now.
All right. It's a great idea. I really think we should look into this and kick this around and really do it.
I agree with you.
Yeah, because I got one person whose collection outdoes me, and she's got.
Come home, that's fine.
I'll go get her.
I know she's got quite a bit of grails that they are not that they would be happy to sell.
You sure you can't try? You don't want Tylenol?
Like I know they have like 2 or 3 of those Speedy Gonzaleses that are like what, $400 pops.
Holy jeepers.
Definitely some stuff. Guys, I hate to do this, but I'm going to go find out. She's not feeling good. I got to go get her.
Okay.
No problem.
See you later, guys. Everybody have a good week.